much more. But they say it's the worst inflation that we've had in 48 years. I say ever. But whether it's 48 years or ever, it's pretty bad. We had the worst inflation that we've ever had. Since last January, we stopped inflation in its tracks. And there's still more to do. There's always more to do, but we have it down to a very good level. It's going to go down a little bit further. You want to have a little tiny bit of inflation, otherwise that's not good either. Then you have a thing called deflation. And deflation can be worse than inflation.
We're live?
But we have it almost, we'll soon be at a perfect level. But we inherited the...
Hey, yo, hold on. We was jamming backstage while the music was fucking cranking it.
worst inflation. But we have 20 states that
Dumbass is
are
live, so we decided to just
now selling gasoline at less than the $2.75. Think of that, $2.75. And it was at $5 under Sleepy Joe.
It was not. That's a
Grocery
lie.
prices are down with the cost of Thanksgiving turkey this year down 33%. It was lower than 33% lower than under the Biden administration. Egg prices are way down 86%. Thank you.
86%.
And mortgage rates, despite the fact that we have an
I still pay
incompetent
$6 for a dozen.
chairman of the Fed, a real dope, who should reduce rates. I saw even Jamie Dimon said he should be reducing rates. I never saw Jamie Dimon say that. I wonder why he said that.
say the mortgage rate.
But he really said it
Read it,
because
stupid.
he's right.
You can't read
We have a guy that's just a stubborn ox.
No, my mortgage rate
Who
is.
probably doesn't like your president, your favorite president. But they're going to be coming down.
He doesn't
We'll
like
be
Jimmy
announcing
Carter?
somebody probably early
Who doesn't like
next
Jimmy
year for
Carter?
the new
He's a
chairman of the
peanut
Fed. I
farmer.
talked to Scott about taking the job, but he doesn't want
Jimmy
it.
Carter gave up his peanut farm.
You got the
Give up
greatest
shit.
job. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
right? He said, no, I
Yes,
want to
sir.
stay chairman. I want to stay right where we are, Treasury. And I think we're doing
I
really
did
great,
this.
aren't we?
We're
Why
doing
can't you?
great, sir. That's a great team to be part of.
Yeah, that's amazing. Under my executive order to lower prescription drug prices, which I think
a
is
hostage call.
the single biggest thing we've ever done that nobody writes about, because you're fake news.
Nobody writes about
I've
it.
made unprecedented deals along with Bobby and Oz and all of the people that work on it. A lot of people that you wouldn't even think work on it, but they do,
Ooh,
to slash drug prices by
even thing.
200%, 300%, 400%, 500%, 600%,
Yes.
700%, 800%.
We're gonna get
Nobody's
so much
ever heard
more.
of it before. Because I instituted favored nations.
He's such
And
a dumb
no nation agreed to
motherfucker.
do it. And then I said to the nations, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to charge you 100% tariff,
Whoa.
which is more money than we're talking about.
Oh.
And they said, sir, we'd love to do it.
Throw it
Please,
next.
we would be honored to do it. And they agreed that they would go along with the whole thing. Nobody thought you could do it because they felt, number one, you couldn't get the drug companies to do
Are we
it.
coming or going? What do
So
you
we're
say?
paying, as an example, for the, let's call it the fat drug, F-A-T for fat people.
The fat drug.
Anybody using the table, don't ask. But the fat drug,
He's so stupid.
Don't ask me how I know this, but Mikey, do you know how much the fat drug costs?
No, sir. I don't. What is it?
$1,000.
Oh, good. Everyone has that.
So is that 800% off?
Oh shit, you're about to get paid. So, hey, best friend. Because I mean, with his math, with it costing $1,000, the pharmacy owes you around 10 grand. Okay, so you're in for a little bit of a windfall.
was,
So if you're out there taking the fat drug, you might want to check the pharmacy and make sure
Hey.
they're paying you correctly.
I need the fat drug too. Also, I would like to try it.
$135. Think of that. For certain people, $1,300 for certain countries, $1,300 in New York. So in New York, it was $1,300. And in London, it was $135. And a friend of mine called
they
me
have
and
health
said, what is
insurance.
this? Why is it? He got used to paying $1,300. Well, now what we have it down to is, Bobby, what's the number? Like 100 and 150 or something.
$1,000.
Yeah, it's around 100, 125.
Like, and forgive me, all. This is too sweet. I love that everyone's entertaining this conversation. RFK Jr. doesn't set the fucking price of Ozempic. He doesn't own it. It's not his. It's not his. He can't just make the price of it something because Donald Trump told him to. Like, are you guys fucking crazy? What are you thinking? Why are we entertaining? That's why I have to laugh. This is so stupid. You know, Tim, I'm thinking about changing the price on Call of Duty. Yep, you know, they've been charging us too much. I think I'm gonna lower it. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna lower it 500, 600, 800%. I'm gonna lower the price of some shit that I don't own.
It's like he's one of those like scammy mattress stores. They're like, we'll give you 300% off your mattress if you buy this and this and this.
And
I'm
2
so
nights
crazy.
with my wife.
My prices are so criminal, I should be arrested.
Waka waka waka. Air horn, air horn.
Look at that. So we got it down from $1,300 to $125 to $140, depending on various countries. In other words,
You're supposed to be talking about New York.
Yeah.
What are you talking? This is what I'm saying. And then like I'm like, man, I'm really coming untethered from reality. It's like, no, I listened to this dumbass, and then my brain starts slipping gears. Like, I will rewind 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
down to is, Bobby, what's the number? Like 150 or something?
wait.
He said, what is this? Why is it? He got used to paying $1,300. Well, now what we have it down to is, Bobby, what's the number? Like 150 or something? We have it down to a low number, don't we?
Yeah, it's around 100, 125, 150.
Take it up. So we got it down from $1,300 to $125 to $140, depending on various countries. In other words, we're paying the lowest price, tied for the lowest price in the world. It's people said
What the
you could
fuck
never
is
do
this?
that
This is
because you couldn't
What
get
is
the
he
countries
talking
to.
about?
bro, scrambled eggs. His brain is scrambled eggs.
People say it's the lowest, tied for the lowest in the world, 800% off.
I just talked to RFK Jr. who made it. He makes it in his bathroom.
Bobby, how much does it cost for people to get this drug? Is it zero?
And I just talked to the guy over at the Shell station. He said he's dropping the prices. He's bringing them down all over the, like, just because he's got the stick that changes the letters. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean he actually like controls how much profit the company makes from the, like, what are you doing, man? People say it's the lowest. What's it like? What are you talking about, bro? Oh my goodness.
Agreed to it, I did. Every country agreed to it because I said, if you're not going to agree to it, that's okay, I'm going to charge you tariffs. And as soon as they said that, they said, we agree. And then we had to be a little tough with the drug companies,
not
but
how
they
it
came
happened,
along.
sure, man.
And the bigger problem was the countries. The countries just wouldn't go along with it, but they did. Every country. So we have reduced drug prices by 500, 600, 700, 800, 900%, depending on the drug, depending on the company, depending on all of the different factors involved.
Yeah, Billy, you're right. What's
that's-
up with this goddamn socialism?
All the socialist. You know what? That's why he likes Mondani so
That
much.
shit just pisses me off, man. Okay.
Man, I can't stand it when he's, and then next thing you know, he's gonna be giving fucking UBI to everybody. talking about Doge checks. That's UBI. This motherfucker's a leftist. I'm sick of this shit.
Listen, if we want Trump to do something, we got to make fun of him and tell him he can't. Fuck the hell off.
I don't.
Nobody's ever even thought of drug reductions like that.
No
price
one's even
reductions.
thought
And I
of
told you the
universal
story that
basic income
in my
before.
first
I
term,
made
I'm
it
so proud
up.
of myself because I reduced drugs. It was the first time in 28 years that drug prices were reduced. It was 1/4%. 1/4%. And I was.
Does he forget he was already president?
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's not a brag, bro. You were already in here. Why didn't you do it last time if it was such a good ass fucking idea? What you waiting for?
so proud of myself. I said,
What?
it's the first time in 28 years that drug prices went down over the course of a year, over the course of a presidency. 1 year, 1/4 of 1%. I had a news conference. I was so proud.
You, so I mean, I guess
Now I got them down, not 1/4 of 1%. I got them down 400, 500, 600% and more.
You can't do
And The
that.
fake news won't write about it. And it's going to have a huge impact on health.
Hey Tim, pull up the stocks for all these big pharma companies. I need to see the
All right.
cavitation of how they are. They are in the dumps, baby. They're down there in the gutter.
Which one do you want first? Pfizer?
Yeah, let's see what Pfizer. I mean, they must be bleeding. There's no way that they're actually turning $1 at this point. They must be destitute out on the streets, probably out there in the snow ringing the goddamn Salvation Army bell. Is what they're doing.
1 second. Internet's being slow.
It's okay. Let me say hello to the people. We just kind of popped in on this because he was live and we couldn't resist. Let me get my air horns together. I'm just gonna do first. Oh well, first things first.
It's Charlie Angus here from Midas Canada, the Resistance Tour, and I watch the Bin Podcast Network. You got to watch it. Sign up, follow them.
Well said, sir. If you are new here and you're watching the vertical or something like that, hit the sub button and hit like and leave some comments. Maybe don't tell me your city, but what state are you from? Are you a Republican or a Democrat? What's your favorite ice cream? Give me something. Put something in the chat. Make the bots happy. Make me happy. But let's say our salutations to all of my beautiful people. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Billy. L Butterfly Chaos. Hey, girl. Diz. Dark Lord Greg. SG. Billy again. We Shazadi. HD Berg, what up? So they're going to, yes, you got HD Berg. So they're going to pay me to take my bet. Not only will they pay you, they're going to be paying you, what do you say, 5, 6 times?
7, 8 times?
I need to get on Ozempic right now. And everyone else does too, because who knew that we would get the wealth distribution we needed in the form of such great price reduction that companies now have to pay us for their medicine. I love it.
Here we go, Mikey. Here is the chart. This is all drug manufacturers versus the market.
Down. Yeah, it's going
So,
down. I mean, look at the start of 2025. It's going down. Oh wait. It's gone up since Trump got in there.
Yeah.
So how can they finance giving us 500% of the items value to us in cash?
I don't know.
He must have solved the Mountain Dew code, the code red. You got it.
But they're about to outperform the S&P 500.
That's probably a coincidence. So you're saying you think those are related?
They might be. They might be related.
Oh, so these things might be connected. Okay. Let's see. Here's oil over 5 years.
Oil's taking a real hit.
I'm glad we're drilling for shit that isn't worth anything.
They're saying oil. They're saying oil could go as low as like $30 in the next year.
It just went down more. What would be great is remember who Trump just got all this investment from and brought into the White House, even though he was cutting up journalists and shit like that. Hey, bro, they could just fuck your whole cheap oil shit up, right? Whenever they want to, they could just, flood the market, make that shit worthless. And what are we gonna do about it? Drill? That'll work. Fuel to the fire, literally.
Yeah, because a big part of it's buying drugs, buying prescription drugs. It's going to have a huge positive impact.
So many
because
drugs.
Obamacare is a disaster. I said it years ago, and I say it now. and the money should be paid, taken away
Moderators ban this motherfucker right here. You see, I highlighted
can't-
his name.
Don't ban me.
I don't care if he got a wrench. Ban him.
from the insurance company. Obamacare was made to make the insurance companies rich. Their stocks have gone up 1,000% in a short period of time.
Bro, we just looked at it. We just looked at
Well,
it.
hold on. That was pharmaceuticals. Hold on.
No, you're right. You're right. Let me calm down.
Health insurance.
Because the money goes to the insurance company. I want the money to go to the people. Let all the money go to the people. And let the people go out and buy their own health care.
So no more insurance. Just go buy health care. So when you need a surgery, just give them the $30,000 and then you get your surgery. That's the best way, man. Didn't you? Hey, look, he promised y'all concepts of a plan. You just didn't know it was the skeletons of a concept of a plan. And that's the whole plan. Just pay for it with your cash.
And I see on television, people are advertising now, we will help you buy health care. We will go out and help you buy. That's becoming.
Dark Lord Greg with the 2 buckaroo.
Yeah. Trump pardoned a major drug importer to save money.
Are you talking about the Silk Road, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah Davies. Hey, Sarah.
So the health insurance industry is not doing as great as the pharmaceutical industry. They haven't been doing good for the last couple of years.
Thousands of percents.
Thousands of percent. On average, hold on. I had a thing. On average, the health insurance industry is down 8%. Yeah, 8% on
That's
average.
up hundreds of percents. You can't read a chart.
Like an industry because of what I said. So something's going to happen. It's probably not going to be easy because the Democrats, frankly, they don't want to make a good
Don't put
deal for
persons
the
on the
people. They
screen.
just
Thank
want to
you,
make a
person
bad deal
with
for
the
the country. They want to make
I
a
was
bad
about to
deal for
click
the
that shit.
Republican Party.
Don't do it.
But the Republican Party is united, and I will say that what I would like to do is the money doesn't go, trillions of dollars get
Oh my
paid
God, stay on topic.
to drug companies. And you still have lousy health care.
Can we-
Obamacare is horrible.
Can we pause this
healthcare.
for 1 second? Because I think the road he's going down is single payer health care.
It's his idea. No. I see what you're thinking that he's thinking. He just thinks, just go to the doctor and pay for it. Why do you need health insurance?
That's more expensive.
No, it's not. It's cheap. It's only $30,000, Tim. What's the problem?
But
What are
part
you
of the
talking about?
reason we have health insurance is because they negotiate prices on behalf of us. Health insurance is a scam.
Well,
It
you
always
don't know
has
how-
been.
You don't know how to negotiate?
No, but the doctor will just charge you whatever.
No, this is my heart attack. I got the supply side, Tim.
Oh
You want
my
to do an open
God.
heart surgery? You're going to
So
give me a
he's-
discount.
Is he going to cancel health insurance for everyone? And then say just spend your money on whatever? What is his end game here? Does he just hate
doesn't
people are
know,
alive?
Tim. He doesnn't know these hard questions. If he had
Does
a
he just-
healthcare fucking plan, he would be able to fucking answer some of these questions, but you know he doesn't have one. And it's not fucking fair for you to keep asking him these hard ass questions. I don't know. Shit. How many times he gotta say it? I'm too quiet. Let me turn my shit up. How about now? Does that
That's
sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. But stop asking these hard ass questions.
All right, let's see what he says.
We want it to go to the people, and then let the people go out and buy their own health care.
See?
And they'll do great. They'll do great. So we're negotiating that now.
Go to the hospital with your checkbook and just go get treated.
Oh, the hospital that doesn't have any transparency laws about how they charge their.
Oh, you broke? Oh, you broke. Okay, just say you broke then. Just say you broke.
With the Democrats. Well, congressional
Ellie.
Democrats want the largest tax hike in history. I proudly signed the largest tax cuts in American history with the great
Oh
big
my
beautiful
God.
bill. the great big beautiful bill, the biggest piece of legislation ever signed, and that includes the extension of the original Trump tax cut.
Oh yeah, we missed this one. Christy in the chat says, I would like to point out that the U.S. screwed the NHS over. The NHS is to pay 25% more for drugs, and in return, the U.S. will apply a 0% tariff on UK pharmaceuticals for 3 years. Fuck you, Trump.
Yeah, he's out there just fucking everything up.
And you know what? I really wish fucking Starmer would have got his fucking Canadian flannel shirt on and told him to fucking bite his ass like fucking or like Mexico said, you can eat a bag of dicks is what Mexico said.
Yeah.
And the fucking Canadians said, keep your elbows up. Like, let's fucking go. I'll meet you on the ice there, big guy. And then fucking pull your jersey over your head and fuck you up. Like, that's where they're at. Like, we're going to fight this bitch. Like, we're not taking this shit. Starmer went in there on his fucking hands and knees with a fucking letter from the king. Some good that fucking did. Have fun fighting off refuck now that you've doomed the NHS even more than it already was from the austerity means. Like, stop fucking pacifying dictators. It always ends badly for you. Anyway.
But it's the biggest tax cut ever signed, and it includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on social security.
We've discussed those, yeah.
Nobody's ever seen anything.
Those
like
are also
it. So
scams.
Think of that. And in addition, you get, if you buy a car, this is great for our car industry because we have a lot of car plants. We're bringing back the automobile business. 60% of it was stolen because we had incompetent presidents or incompetent trade
What the
people.
fuck is he talking about?
60% of it was
He's
stolen.
one of those incompetent presidents, by the way.
Yo, I couldn't stand when Biden was like, no, the Corvette's gotta be mid-engine. And everyone was like, no, don't do it, Joe.
Over the years, and now I think we're bringing it all back. I think we'll be bigger than we've ever been in the auto business. That's not even to mention AI, where we're leading China. We're leading China.
China
by a
is
lot.
kicking our
They're not
ass in
gonna catch
AI.
us.
China made a free version of our shit that was better than ours and then gave it away to everybody. Open source. Fuck.
Speaking of cars real quick, we had to buy a car recently. Biden GTI.
Yo, that fucking nasty electric Mustang came out under his watch. So yeah, maybe it is his fault.
We had to buy a car recently, and the dealer was like, listen, you need to buy the car now because 2 months from now, it's going to be $5,000 more because of the tariffs.
That's savings back into the American pocket.
Yeah, totally. The cars are so affordable.
What's a typical loan? 5 years for a car?
Yeah, he wants you to get a 10-year
60
loan
months,
for a car.
60 months, and it's
6% interest.
Oh my god. So thanks for the extra $80 on my fucking payment, piece of garbage. Like,
Yeah,
what the
seriously.
fuck? I really needed that extra. I didn't need those $4 $20 bills in my wallet. Take them out. Take them out. The clogger. I got too many business cards in here anyway. Take them out. Too much
We have
cash.
to be smart, but if we're smart, they're not going to be able to catch us. They know that. They told me that. Next
Told
year's
you.
proje-
Who told you?
He just be lying. He just be lying. He just making shit up.
Projected to be the largest tax refund season ever, and we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions
Good
of
fucking
dollars.
luck. Good luck, everyone. They fired a third of the employees at the IRS. Good luck.
Wait, I think he said something even stupider than we previously thought he was. Like, let me listen to this again.
Just they know that. They told me that. Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever, and we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally.
What?
Oh, you did the $2,000 check that everyone's supposed to get from the tariffs.
That's not what he said.
He said a refund from the tariffs, yes.
Which
He is-
means it's taxes.
Oh my God, we got him.
You just admitted that shit was motherfucking taxes.
We fucking
told you that shit was fucking taxes.
dumbass.
We told you that is a tax on the American people. You are not punishing China. You're not punishing Brazil or the UK. You are taxing us. Well, we're gonna give you some of your tax money back from Doge and from the other. Like, come on, man.
Broke my
ass. I knew you couldn't keep that lie up forever.
All right, guys, that shit just pisses me off, man. Okay.
Yeah, man.
And next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever. And we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions of dollars.
That's a lie.
You know you lying.
They've taken in a few $100 billion, which is a magnitude less.
And see, like little statements like that. If I was a Republican or whatever, and I'm probably not a Republican. If I was just MAGA and I'm voting for this shit, bro, that don't make you nervous that he just be lying about big ass fucking numbers and shit. Like, that's not true. You didn't bring in trillions. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that didn't fucking happen. And if this is the guy who's in charge, pulling the fucking levers, and he's just constantly lying about the numbers, y'all should be worried. He doesn't know what he's
on what he said is crazy.
Like, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's trying to like charlatan carpetbag this shit.
Funds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions of dollars, and we're going to be given.
Last thing, and some reporting has discovered that certain sectors that were supposed to be heavily hit by those tariffs, not all the companies seem to be having any kind of loss in profits. It's almost like some of his friends don't even pay him.
Nice dividend to the people. In addition to reducing debt, as you know, I inherited a lot of debt, but
that's your debt from the first time, idiot.
Yeah, motherfucker, you caused a good portion of that debt, bro, and he's causing more, by the way.
That socialism you did last time, we had to pay for.
It's peanuts compared to the kind of numbers we're talking about. So we're going to be making a dividend to the people.
Hold on, let me see your other hand. Let me see the top.
And additionally, we're going to
let me see.
Be able to reduce
like this on both hands,
as
please.
As time goes by over the next 2, 3, 4 years, those numbers are going to go
up.
Oh,
you won't be here for that.
That at some point in the not too distant future, you won't even have income tax to pay because the money we're taking in is so great.
He wants to get rid of the income tax. He said you won't have income tax to pay, Mikey.
Well, that's good because I won't have a job or a house
or
food. So I won't take that off the list.
He thinks that he's fucking in the Gilded Age and that tariffs are going to solve all of our problems, but he's not making enough money on tariffs. Getting rid of the income tax is not going to reduce the debt. You're taking away revenue to not pay down debt. What the fuck is he talking about?
You know when this would have actually worked? When his daddy was getting his shit together.
Yeah.
That's when they should have been tariffing everything. That's when they should have been shutting down the border and only America. That's when y'all should have been doing this shit. Right after the Second World War. That's when you should. But no, we kept the high taxes on the high earners for a long time. And guess what happened? All of the social programs blossomed. The highways got transformed. Infrastructure, bridges, all the education, NASA, everything explodes from all of that additional tax revenue that we're pulling in. And then you guys decided to like stop doing 99.3% of it.
Seriously.
So this is not going to work, bro. We don't have any money for you to fleece from us. That's the problem. You should have did it back when the times were good. They're not good right now. We ain't got it.
It boggles the mind how he expects to have a functioning government at all with no income tax.
We don't need it, Tim.
He's gonna do like Trump always does. He's gonna borrow his way into some sort of success. We already have too much debt as a country.
No, we got trillions of dollars coming in from the taxes or from the tariffs. I mean, they're not taxes.
They're not. No.
These little motherfuckers was wearing red hats, clapping for taxes on their school supplies and their fruit. Who claps for taxes on fruit? This is the dumbest shit. I don't know. COVID messed a lot of people up, man.
It's so enormous that you're not going to have income tax to pay. Whether you get rid of it or just keep it around for fun or have it really low, much lower than it is now, but you won't be paying income tax. We've slashed $1 trillion in costly job-killing regulations, saving Americans an estimated $2,100 for a family of four. The Biden administration was
At what
the exact
income level,
opposite,
Trump?
but
At what income level?
Yeah, they always want to leave out the demarcating markers on there, you know?
times four. They went up $6,000. We went down $2,100. Think of that. To bring down energy, electricity, and utility prices, I ended the Green New Scam. They call it the Green New Scam, one of the greatest scams in the history of our country. They talked about global warming and all that crap, and what they've done to this country. What they've done.
This
You
is
mean-
their Tim. This is their smart, big brain, intelligent businessman president. I don't know why you don't believe that he is this great. Let me run it back for it. Just the last sentence. Just listen. Listen to this really smart person.
Scam, one of the greatest scams in the history of our country. They talked about global warming and all that crap, and what they've done to this country. What they've done by allowing 25.
Bruh, get your drunk uncle the fuck out of the White House. Whoever's uncle that is, get him.
It could
He
only
is
good happen.
He has no idea what he is talking about. No idea. I bet he thinks the earth is flat. Should we try to trick Trump into being a flat earther?
Maybe he might. We have a question from the chat. Christy asks, have your energy bills gone down since Trump took office, or have they increased?
Increased.
Chrissy, because of the change in my house, my energy bills have gone down, but it's only because my house produces its own energy.
Mine went up 15%.
Yeah,
Over last year.
before we moved, our energy bills were increasing. Like, we were getting rate increases from the electric company. But last month, I think we only paid the electric company like $25. But
Shut up.
it's because we have solar panels that we have.
Shut
to pay
up.
for.
Don't nobody care about Tim's little
Hey,
Hobbit village over here.
I got the Green New Deal on the roof of my house, motherfucker. It works.
You know, I ain't got to take this shit from
Of
you.
whom 11,888 are murderers, and we have to get them out, and we're doing it.
What?
We're doing it. I think what the job.
He's on the
that
mic again.
Our law enforcement.
Was it the
groups
Jan
are
6
doing,
people?
Christy, you and Tom and everybody, amazing. What you're doing is amazing. I terminated the insane electric vehicle mandate, and
The electric vehicle mandate.
look, some people that make electric cars weren't happy with that. But we have to do that because you have to have a choice, whether it's a gasoline-powered car, and we have so much gasoline, you know.
And I just want to point out, y'all know Trump doesn't have a license, right?
He hasn't had a license.
I think since like the 90s.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
He can't drive a motor vehicle.
As president, they do take away your license and then, like, sir, you can't drive anymore because it's a security problem. Like, they took Biden's way, they took Obama's way, and all that stuff.
There's one living president that drives every day. Do you know who it is?
Is it Joe Biden?
No.
Really?
Let us know in the chat if you know the answer to Mikey's little presidential trivia.
China doesn't have gasoline. We do. And whether it's a hybrid, which really are working really well, the combination of electric and gasoline driven. But we, everybody was
Incorrect.
supposed to, by 2030, everybody had to own an electric car under the Biden stupidity. And not everybody.
Yes, Bush still
W?
still drives his F-150 King Ranch
on
his land. He has I think he's got some head of cattle out there, but he's got some ranch out there in Texas, and he can drive on his own property. So he's the only one that actually drives still.
As far as post presidencies go for war criminals. As far as post presidencies go for war criminals, W has like largely stayed out of the public eye. Like, he's not out there talking shit. He just hangs out on his ranch and paints pictures.
Yep, Crawford.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's real convenient. Now you want to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, we couldn't get your ass to shut the fuck up, but now all of a sudden Trump running around here, you just gonna fold my hands and get back in my pickup truck. Like, go, dude, I knew you was a bitch. Go on somewhere.
He wants to do that. I like electric cars. I like all cars.
He doesn't.
They're all
He
good.
told
They all have
Go
reasons.
fuck yourself. You're not getting the subsidy anymore.
Tim.
I love Tesla.
Those fucking
He
Cybertrucks on the road.
he said it.
I love Tesla.
Why would he lie?
Well, listen, everyone listening and in the chat, have you ever seen a Cybertruck, and what was your reaction when you saw it? Because mine is
Slick snake.
mine is you, Cybertruck, gross.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
No, every time I say.
You want to be able to go and buy what you want.
Fuck the
And
hell off.
post-historic tariffs that are now bringing in so much.
I do make that sound though. Me and the wife, so I was like, Cybertruck over there.
Like,
Money that we've nobody's ever seen anything like it. And countries that were ripping us off, including allies, but they were
They should
ripping
be.
us off for years. I won't use the names. I won't mention Japan. I refuse to mention South Korea.
I won't
will not
mention Japan.
names. But they were ripping us off like nobody's ever been ripped off
Yo, my Mitsubishi drives like a champ.
before.
Hondas
And you're
are pretty
taking
good.
horrible advantage of your country. But now we're making
I
a lot
have a
of
lot of
money.
Subarus. Well, two
Making a lot of money
Subarus.
because of the tariffs that are pouring in.
Those are Toyotas.
And it's really national security. Among everything else, it's national security. We've also rapidly turned the worst border crisis in world history. I believe we had the worst border.
Oh, brother, you don't got to worry about migrants no more. You don't even have to worry about tourists, visitors. Shit, you ain't even got to worry about fucking citizens. Everyone's leaving. Don't
Well,
worry.
how much-
You shitting in the kiddie pool has definitely deterred everybody from brunch. So if that was
Mikey,
your plan,
you wanna take a guess at how much it costs to fly to Vegas? right
shit, I could probably fly and stay in Vegas for $200.
Let's see. If we were gonna leave out of New York,
New York?
and fly to Vegas in a week from now,
Yeah.
it's loading. Expedia. It's taking
.com.
.com. Come on, show me the ticket prices, motherfucker. Why is my internet being so slow today?
Probably because we're in this thing.
Well, we'll keep going. I'll let you know. Oh, here we go. If you were to leave a week from today from
Mhm.
New York to Vegas,
Mhm.
$199.
Hey yo, give me my fucking flowers out there. Give me my fucking flowers. Nailed that
Damn.
shit, dude. No one's
Damn.
and the thing is, you got the whole strip to yourself. Okay, just fucking run down the street naked. Don't nobody care because no one literally will see you because you will be the only person on the fucking strip at that point. It is vacant.
Yo,
All of the Canadians has said fuck you, and that is a lot of the tourists in Vegas.
the highest price I'm seeing for like really good economy seats is like $350. Like, that's the highest price.
This is saying tourism has lost $31 billion in the U.S. And guess what? There's no fucking bailout package coming for those people, is there? All those tours and shit down in Florida at the Keys and all the theme parks, even along the Canadian border, all of our like Cedar Point, all of our different Six Flags and shit like that, that attracts Canadians. The ski resorts in Colorado and up in Maine, nothing. All of the Canadians said, fuck you, which is what you're supposed to say when someone tries to take you hostage. They said, fuck you. And the solidarity amongst the Canadians has me looking at maple syrup a little bit different. Could be a weapon.
Oh, I don't know if I ever told you guys this.
You're
Coming
Canadian.
back from Ireland, but we were talking to a person who worked at a local distillery, and they were talking about how a lot of the big Irish distillers have stopped production
Mm,
because of the tariffs. They're not exporting as much whiskey to America anymore.
right.
And so like Teeling, the logo that in my hat, they've stopped production a year ago of whiskey, and they haven't resumed production yet.
Wow.
And a lot of the smaller distilleries are starting to feel the squeeze because they can't export without paying all them tariffs. So they're sending it to Canada. They're sending the whiskey to Canada where there aren't tariffs, but there aren't as many Canadians to buy it.
Well, they've made a pretty loud objection to all this shit, and Mitch McConnell even noticed where he's like, our bourbon, wheat Kentucky makes a lot of hooch, and Canadians buy, I think it was 22 billion gallons or whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah, like the oldest, most curmudgeonous alligator snapping turtle of a man, Mitch McConnell McCoa, was literally like, yo, these tariffs are bad. Don't do this to Canada. It'll fuck up Kentucky. Like,
Yeah. So the distiller also owns a bourbon distillery in Kentucky, and they said it's been their sales have been
Mothballed.
completely obliterated by it. And they use the barrels from the Kentucky bourbon to also age the whiskey. So it's disrupted an entire industry
over nothing.
over nothing.
Well, over the fact that I guess the Canadians were sneaking in trillions of doses or quadrillions at this point. Quadrillions of people would have died, Tim.
That's right. Pam Bondi has saved the American population several times over at this point.
All 700,000 million trillion of us in America were saved.
Ever in history. I don't care if you had a fourth world country, we allow
He
third
doesn't even
world
know what
countries.
he's talking about.
That's us. We're the fourth world country. We're less than a third world country, but we just have a lot of money. That's us. We're the fourth world country.
And we would allow fourth world.
This is hell. Okay, this
Yeah,
is actual
man,
hell.
That idiocracy future is coming real fast.
Smacking us in the face.
Countries, and also, it doesn't matter. There was never a border that was as bad as our border. We allowed anybody in with no checks.
Never a border ever.
No vetting.
That is our border.
So we've
Somehow you snuck Melania over in a plane.
rapidly turned the worst border crisis in world history into the strongest border in the history of our country.
Did I tell you that they found the website that she was on, like for sale?
No.
I'll dig it up and show it to you.
And probably one of the
Simply
strongest.
Secular Dave says, our liquor stores show
Just so you know.
country of. Oh, just so you know, our liquor stores show the country of origin on our shelf labels,
Yeah.
and there is dust on the spirit products that come below the Mason-Dixon line.
That's fucked up. Y'all, hey, Canadians, y'all don't get to use that. Okay, that's ours. All right. I use that to make white people uncomfortable. I do not need Canadians normalizing it and getting them used to it. I need that to be my secret. They're not ready for that.
Mason-Dixon line.
Borders in the history of the world, because we have nobody
What is it? The parallel, the 47th parallel.
coming through. And I want to thank our people. The Border Patrol is so amazing. ICE. And I want to thank the military for
You
the
better get your pardon pen ready because they're in Chicago for to lock them boys up.
backup. Because they're standing right behind
They
them.
finna
And,
be
that was really
downtown.
nasty for a period of months, and now it's no longer nasty. Now they don't even come
How
up.
they gonna be downtown with a bunch of YNs in the jail? It's gonna be so funny. They gonna get their ass whooped.
Nobody comes up. It's an easy job. Made your job a lot easier because they know they're not going to get through. And we take people in, but they have to
49th
come
parallel.
in legally.
Sorry.
For 6 months in a row, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted into the United States. You believe that? 0.
How you know they illegal?
That's a lie. But yeah.
How you know?
How do you?
Tide goes in,
Tide
tide
comes
goes
in.
out. You can't explain that.
There's a little delete button there.
He just made that shit up. You don't know.
Got your data, dumbass.
We had millions of people coming in a year, millions. Now we have zero for 6 months, and these are given by radical left people that do the numbers. I mean, they're not doing them any favor. They're being honest. We don't have our net numbers are unbelievable. But we had zero people in the last 6 months.
Ain't you the same person who fires everybody who does reports? Anybody whose job it was to make a report got fired. Hey, what's that? A clipboard? Yeah, Elon over here. Yeah.
I do love how
Dosham. Yeah, Dosham.
I do love how all the fucking MAGAs that show up in our chat sometimes call us like smooth brained or whatever. This is the most smooth brained motherfucker on the face of the planet. He doesn't know anything about anything. He barely understands the English language.
I got it. You know how when you take rice out of the rice cooker and you can like put it into like a glass and then flip it upside down and it makes a little dome? If you had a brain-shaped glass and you took hot rice and you put it in that glass and you let it cool, you flip it upside, that is Trump's brain. It's just a block of rice that looks like a brain in the shape of a brain, but it's just rice. There's nothing in there.
The legal border crossings
No,
along
not
the
very
US-Mexico border
No.
have plummeted to the lowest level ever recorded. Ever recorded.
Ever?
And
Come
nobody
on.
talks about that anymore. You know, it's crazy. They don't talk about it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
You think they'd say, well,
Yeah, I guess we can get to the. How much is left of this?
Well,
Oh
he's gonna
God!
talk about Hexet.
Oh my!
He talks about Hexet there.
Oh wait, Lutnick's talking.
Yeah.
Let's see what old Nutlick's
get
got
into-
to say.
Putting up to 5%, locking down our southwest border. It's been an honor to work with.
Oh my God, dude! For the 50th fucking time, for the 90th time, stop putting an American fucking flag in your fucking pocket. Stop! That is a violation of the fucking flag code. Secretary of fucking War, you didn't read your fucking, like, you didn't read the flag code? It's fucking 2 paragraphs, dude. It's 8 sentences.
Remember last week when he complained about Mark Kelly's fucking medals?
His ribbons.
Maybe someone should inspect fucking Keg's Breath over here and be like, sir, you can't do that. That's not uniform.
You can wear red, white, and blue, obviously, but you can't take the flag and turn it into clothes. It's not supposed to be clothes. It's supposed to fly majestically with a light on it in the rain. That's what his dudes, the military dudes who are in charge of the flag, that's what they say. If you don't like the rules, change them.
Christie and Tom and everyone else down there to lock it to zero, operational control of our border. And then it's getting after and going after narco terrorists and designated terrorist organizations in our own hemisphere. As I've said, and I'll say again, we've only just begun striking narco boats. And
He gonna be all the way in jail. I can tell by how he talking.
putting narco terrorists at the bottom of the ocean because they've been poisoning the American people. And Joe Biden.
Oh, and I wanted to say this real quick. Not to trigger any certain groups of people. Y'all just gonna have to put on some tough skin. Hey, remember when they said just say no, Tim? When the crack when the crack epidemic was raging through the black community in the 80s, and it was like just say no. Like no one told you to do these drugs. Oh, but because the white boys are dying from fentanyl, now we got to shut the border down. Now we got to start blowing people out of the water. Now we got well, I just want to remind everybody, just say no. Or because I would much rather my tax money go to rehab than to $250,000 missiles that they're launching at people without trials. I mean, putting those service members and those officials in they're directly in the line of legal fire here.
Yeah.
And they are pushing, and I'm glad Chris C brought up, they are pushing that general and they're going to push those operators out in front and sacrifice them. Like, I don't know why they did that. That's so crazy. They know that's against the rules.
And like you're saying, Mikey, they could take part of the military budget and use it for actual good. Like even if you just funded the VA correctly.
Shit. Hello.
Like all you have to do is maybe 10% of the military budget, and then bam, the VA is fully funded.
$100 billion wouldn't even put it. Yeah, that would fucking do a lot. Shit. You got $1 trillion military budget, and I'm still over here at the stoplight donating money to fucking
Right.
wounded warrior. Like, excuse me, sell 3 of them missiles to the UK or some shit, and fucking like, come on, y'all gonna have to start pawning some shit.
Maybe take another 5% and house all the homeless veterans.
Tim, that's socialism. That's what we're fighting.
But I mean, come on, they signed up for the service. They deserve to not be homeless.
No, they have to be homeless so that we're free, Tim. We can't be wasting money on that. We need bonuses for people.
Daily Blase says Kegsbreath also put the U.S. flag socks on inside out while dressing himself in the dark while in a drunken haze.
Moron. What a moron. Stop breaking the goddamn flag code.
Tried to approach it with kid gloves. And allow them to come across the border, cartels take over community, 20 million people, hundreds of thousands of Americans poisoned. And President Trump said, no, we're taking the...
That's not poison, bro. That's drugs. They took that shit voluntarily. They wanted to do that. And they're probably trying to get away from your fucking toxic ass. It's called escapism. It would much rather be high on fentanyl than participate in your administration.
Gloves off. We're taking the fight to these designated terror organizations, and it's exactly what we're doing. So we're stopping the drugs, we're striking the boats, we're defeating narco-terrorists, and we're standing...
And you may say one thing, that drugs coming in through the sea by sea are down 91%.
Again, how the hell do you know?
I like how old Pete there laughed because he knew that was bullshit. He was like, yeah, he's just making... Trump just fucking made up a thing off the top of his head.
I feel like homeboy wants to be wearing a suit of armor right now.
Right.
Like he really wishes he was... Hegseth is Jamie Lannister. That's who he is.
Oh my God.
That's who he is.
And I don't know who the 9% is.
I'm not sure either, sir, because...
But down 91% by sea.
We've had a bit of a pause because it's hard to find boats to strike right now. Which is the entire point, right? Deterrence.
Y'all gonna be at the Hague, yuck it up for
Yeah.
You're gonna be in the Hague.
I hope Pete doesn't plan on traveling internationally anytime soon.
Don't stop in Europe.
Has to matter, not arrest and hand
You're gonna
over
get
and then do it
arrested.
again. The rinse and repeat approach of previous administrations. This is meant to get after that approach. And I will just end by saying, as President Trump always has our back, we always have the back of our commanders who are making decisions.
Except when you threw him under the bus.
Except you pushed him directly in front of the oncoming bus.
Difficult situations, and we do in this case and all these strikes. They're making judgment calls and ensuring that they defend the American.
No. You gave the motherfucking order. You are such a... See, this is that coward shit, bro. No, we're hitting strikes, and when my guy said that he was gonna tell them to do the strike, hey, that's what he said, and I'm with him. Like, nah, bro. They said, people in the room said that you told him to do it. It was under your direct orders. He didn't have a choice. You told him to do it. And now you're trying to say, hey, look, I support his decision. You a bitch for that. That's a bitch move.
People, they've done the right things. We'll keep doing that, and we have their backs, Mr. President.
Good job. Thank you very much.
Howard?
So we set out to stop the ripoff of the United States of America. This is about global change of
Hey,
trade.
Mikey, isn't that Epstein's neighbor right there?
No,
Not the
that's
guy on
Trump.
the left, the guy on the right.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was talking about Trump.
Oh, okay.
I don't
No,
know if
I was
Pete went
talking about
down
the other guy. Between the drunk guy.
between two drugs. So Christy says, notice how they are not going after the true narcos, the cartels, as they know they would have a target painted, not only on them, but everyone they love and hold close. You know, it's funny. Like I said, like when they came over here to Chicago, they didn't go to where they are. You didn't. I know where the gangs is at. You went over there. You was not over there. You went to the middle school and tried to grab the teachers and the kids, and you went for nurses and shit. Good job. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a health crisis when we can't get anyone to come be in the medical field. If that, I mean, the nurse Cliff has already. We already went off it after COVID because everybody was so fucking unbelievably mean to them that they decided that they would rather do anything than fucking help us. So there's that. Simply Secular Dave in the chat says, what if those actually were drug traffickers in international waters? Is it still fine to drone strike them? Why isn't it illegal to intercede until they are in U.S. waters / territory? You're 100% correct. It is illegal. These are all illegal strikes. That's not our water.
Yeah, it's extrajudicial executions in international waters.
Yes.
It's also completely immoral. Like,
right. You don't know who's on that boat.
Yeah. Did you have names? Do you have confirmed names of these narco terrorists? Do you know exactly who they are? This is the whole fucking drone strike terrorist thing in the Middle East again. Like, you don't know exactly who these people are.
Oh, we had several Al-Qaeda members together. Yeah, that was a wedding.
Yeah.
And you blew up the wedding.
There's a whole movie franchise based on it.
You know what I mean? So, like, and again, guys, this is not going to be some, I was just following orders. The House, the House and the Senate, what's the armed committee?
Oh, the Senate, yeah.
I can't think of their, whatever the Congressional Arms Committee. I can't think of the frickin' acronym right now. My brain's failing me. Yeah. But Mark Kelly is in there. They're going to get all of that footage. So you ain't gonna. Yes.
Yeah, you can just arrest them.
But I don't know how you can arrest somebody so deep into their own fucking territory. Like, America doesn't own 30 miles out from the fucking Venezuelan coast. We don't own that water.
I think Greg is saying that, like, once they enter, like, American waters, you can just arrest them. That's kind of the Coast Guard's job.
Right. Catch them as they're coming in.
Instead of exploding them out in the middle of nowhere.
And putting aircraft carriers in the Gulf of Mexico. Which is very expensive, by the way.
Pronounce the Gulf of Canada.
The Gulf of Venezuela. Yo, if Maduro came out with a t-shirt saying Gulf of Venezuela, I might have to cop. I'm not going to front. That shit would be funny. I worry about the people on that ship because it's not the international community is probably not going to do anything because everyone's fucking afraid of us still for some reason. But it's not going to go well for them domestically as far as the legality of their actions. Like, not everybody is a MAGA Republican, and not everybody is afraid of this shit, and this shit ain't gonna last forever. And prison terms can be a long time. Long time.
Ripped off since 1945 when we set this policy. So we set out, and together with my partners, Jameson Greer and Scott Bessett, we set out to change that. So we started, the first one was the UK deal, right?
Come on, UK. Y'all should have threw that shit back in their face.
Metric. They pay us 10%, and we get charged nothing. That allows us to export, and that began the process. Then we did.
What y'all exporting over there? Y'all got American goods? What American goods are our UK people's and Irish people checking out?
Yeah, what kind of American
European Union.
They don't want none of this shit.
No.
450 million people, $20 trillion economy. They completely open their borders to us, and we charge them 15%. That makes America $100 billion a year and turns it back to where our economy is the
$100 billion ain't shit.
Not compared to the fucking national debt.
What the fuck is 100 billion? Okay, yeah, we'll just do your fucking plan for 1,700 years, and then we'll be out of debt. What kind of fucking plan is this?
best. And so it proved that President Trump's trade agenda was the right trade agenda.
Man, Trump ain't even awake right now. Look at him.
They offer us $750 billion in
Oh, he's
cash
asleep.
to build in America at the president's
Yo,
direction.
he is like
And we're gonna
legit
start as an
fading
example,
away over there.
Nuclear, right? We need to have a nuclear
You nodded off.
arsenal in America of power, the generation of power. So we're going to build hundreds of billions of dollars, financed by the Japanese and the Koreans, meaning they give us the money, we build it here, and we split the cash flow 50-50. We're going to build ships, $150 billion worth of ships in.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? It's gonna take me about 2.5, maybe 3 years to get all the
Russell says it's a very long-term plan.
longest terms. Like Sleepy Flump.
America that changes the way
Chrissy
things
says,
work.
America, I have some bad news for you. A lot of American products are being boycotted in both the UK and the EU. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, send them over so they can go sit on the shelf. You don't get to dictate fucking consumer habits. What do you think you are? Huh? Out of
Right?
here.
After those trade deals, then you go to how are we going to reshore, right? Let's start talking about the auto industry, right? We've been competed against by Koreans, the Japanese, the Europeans. We're kicking our tail. President Trump changed it. 25% tariffs, bring it all home. This year, General
And then those tariffs made them design a car that people actually wanted
Yeah.
instead of making everything a crossover.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
all
exactly
the
what
as
happened.
soon as Trump got in there, Ford, Chevy, GM, Dodge, they all got together. The whole Stellantis group and Ford, they all got together. Oldsmobile, Pontiac was there, Chrysler. They all got together and they're like, what we're going to do is we're going to make a compact car that's really safe. It has a very modest engine, but we're going to start it off at $10,000.
Sounds about right.
Oh, or we're going to have a work van that's $15,000.
Ooh. Or one of those tiny little trucks that's like $5,000.
No
those
K
K-trucks?
no K trucks. They're dangerous, Tim. You will die in those things.
But if Ford built one, it would be better.
It's just a people squisher, is what it is. But none of that happened.
No, we got all these
None of that
fucking
happened.
land boats.
You have to buy a giant SUV, or you get a tiny SUV, or you get an enormous car. There is no compacts. There's no what's the like my Dodge Neon. Like what's the Dodge Neon now? You don't have there is no compact
Dodge Neon.
car with like long regular car doors. Like there is no regular size shit anymore. Everything is huge and expensive
Yes.
because they gave up on those markets because the Japanese and the Koreans were doing so well. Kia was popping, Honda was popping, Toyota was popping. Hyundai was popping.
Mikey, I looked up compact. I Googled compact American cars. You know, the first 20 results are not made in America. It's the Hyundai Elantra, the Honda Civic.
That's built in South Carolina.
Yeah, but they're not like American designed cars.
They changed the rules now. You see how they do. They have a plan here, so technically it's American. But yeah, I see your point. What's the first domestic brand?
The first domestic brand is the Chevy Spark.
Right, which I don't think they make anymore. And
No?
that thing's about the size of a Fiat.
Yeah, it's tiny. Oh, you got the
You got this. £5 British. The Europeans are starting to campaign against the U.S. SUVs as they don't want the U.S. death rates. From the
Yes.
SUVs?
Yeah, because our cars fucking roll over like crazy.
Or do they batter people?
And they're giant. They're not
Yep.
built for fucking European roads. I've driven an SUV on tiny Irish roads. It ain't great.
My neighbor had an Equinox, and he went to trade it in. Or no, he bought it. He bought the 23, and then in 24, the dealership was like, "Hey, man, I need to buy that from you." So they bought it back from him, and then got him an upgraded, so he's got like a Suburban.
Yeah.
It's dude, it's like an excursion. It's so big. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's just the one up, or maybe it's an Expedition, one up from the Explorer or whatever, but all of them are huge. Fun fact, the new Ford Explorers have a 4-cylinder.
Oh my God.
They have a 4-cylinder and a turbo.
Jesus. I guess the best known American compact is either the Dodge Dart or the Ford Fiesta, which they still make.
Or the Cruise, the Chevy Cruise.
The Chevy Cruise.
I think they stopped making the Cruise though.
No, yeah, I got here the Chrysler 200, which is like a luxury compact. The Dodge Dart, the Fiat 500,
which is Dodge.
Which is Dodge.
Fiat owns Dodge.
The Ford Fiesta and the Ford Focus.
Yeah, and the Focus is I know 3 people that have had them blow up.
Yeah, Ford doesn't make good cars.
And they had a lot of recalls. And that's the other thing. Like, there was constant recalls on domestic cars. Everything was breaking. Everything sucked.
Yeah.
And you couldn't just get a reliable fucking vehicle that would not be, the computer, which is 90% of the car now, has a virus. And it's stupid, and it's trying to blow up the car. So I'm going to let it blow up your car, and then we'll just start your paperwork on your next car.
Motor stock up 40%. Ford up 34%. And on the same day that we announced we had set all the tariffs, Sean Fain, the head of the United Auto Workers, called and said, "I can't believe I'm calling a Republican Secretary of Commerce to tell the president that this is the greatest administration for auto workers."
And then the steel tariffs kicked in. You forgot about the end of the story.
In America. Stocks up and auto workers up. That proves that President Trump understands how to take care of
Mikey,
the whole ecosystem.
Yes,
both the company.
One quick note on that. Ford Motor Company. How much do you think Lutnick is off by? Is 30% there?
30%?
He is off by 25%. Ford Motor Company is up 4% over the past 5 years. Their peak stock price was $25 January 2022. Who was president then, Mikey? Anyone?
Auto pen.
Anyone? Since that peak, they have dropped to $12.96 today. So since 2022, they've had almost a 50% decrease in stock price.
How are these people like? He's wearing a suit, Tim. I assume he drives. You know what I'm saying? People trust him with knives, probably children. He votes. He's got a career. He is dumb as shit and a liar. And 5 British pounds. Tim Ballum says, thank you, Tim. We don't care. We don't care about the SUV truck owners. It's the people they hit, not just bikes. Oh, the fucking crushing power of the.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good reason to ban the fucking Cybertruck, aka the fucking Cyber Ram.
Yeah, man, that thing is a screaming metal death machine.
Breaking news from Chris. I think Chrissy. Breaking news. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy reiterated his call for passengers to bring their better selves when flying in an effort to bring civility back to travel.
Perhaps, and this is just the thought, the airlines should stop squeezing every penny out of people and making our flights as shitty as humanly possible.
How about we bolt everything onto the plane? How about you worry about the planes that are fucking, the doors are falling off of the motherfucker and motherfuckers jumping up out of their seat to fucking crash the plane. Remember, we had, dude, I did one of those stories every week for almost a month. Where motherfuckers was just jumping up out of their seat and trying to get to the emergency exit and open it up. I mean, luckily they don't know anything about fucking pressure and how impossible that would be. I mean, unless they got 500 pounds of turning force in the wrists. Well, I mean, they might, but if you see a dude with a giant wrist get on the plane, he's definitely going to try to open that bitch during flight.
Sarah Davies says, Tim, you've heard of cattle class. Yo, did you see the standing seats they got going on now?
We got fresh hay down here for you.
Fucking
yeah. We hosed it all out and got the buckets.
American-based airlines are the worst.
I used to love flying too.
Are the shittiest fucking airlines ever. All of them.
Man, me on Southwest back in like 98. Oh, it was great. I used to fly by myself a lot. Probably like 4 or 5 times. Yep. My mom would take me up to the gate. And then my aunt would be at the gate in St. Louis and she just picked me up. I didn't have to walk all over creation. There was no TSA. You just walked up to your gate. It was a simpler time.
The United is the worst airline in the history of airlines.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
American is only slightly better. The only airline I actually like is Aer Lingus because they fucking treat you like people.
And the puns.
And also they fly me to Ireland, and that's great.
As opposed to...
Well, I mean, they do fly me back, but I say, please, no, don't make me go. And they're like, sorry.
Get out! Get out!
Get out!
We'd love for you to stay, but you've got to go.
And
You've got to go.
The people who work
You've got to get out.
Semiconductors, right? We didn't build any. The Biden CHIPS Act was a $60 billion giveaway, right? We've now turned that. $300 billion is committed to America. That's going to go up to $750 billion.
Wait, so Biden did it and it was bad. So you decided to take that 60 and do 5 times that amount. And that's better.
In the next 60
the CHIPS Act was
days,
going to help us be
right? And then you go to
competitive.
pharmaceuticals, right? $250 billion being invested in America, and then working together.
I know. I realized it after I started. I was like, "Fuck."
With Bob Kennedy, right, pounding away on that MFN, working together as a joint team. They're coming to over $250 billion and cutting prices in half. We did the golden share of U.S. Steel to make sure the Mon Valley is protected. Intel gave us 10% of the company, make tens of billions of dollars. Right? And the last thing I will say is a year ago today, I was working on transition with President Trump, right? To build the
Oh, you about to get deported. He just said transition. Get him out of here, Trumpy. Wake up.
Ever for the greatest president ever. And
Man, that dude is asleep.
Today, I can't be more proud of how you did it, sir. You've created the greatest cabinet. It is a joy.
Tim Ballum with 5 British pounds.
It says, Tim in Bristol, they have a way to deal with pickup trucks. Tire extinguishers.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, one thing we will mention, so they came to see me
No,
from
he woke
Intel,
up.
and they had a problem. I said, look, we'll fix your problem.
You know he was asleep. He got a Kermit in his throat.
But I think the United States is entitled to 10% of your...
Transgender for everyone.
He looked at me and he goes, you have a deal. Tell him, how much money have we made since I made that deal?
It's only $40 billion.
40 billion. We made 40.
That's not a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money compared to the money that you've cut from everything.
They're acting like more than $1 is
Right.
good. It's like, no. You're replacing something that already was there. You need to replace at that level. And they're like, but I did 40 billion, so I should get credit for that. It's like, no, you don't. That is an incomplete score. You get an F. You get a D and F. Like, you don't, like, this is an incomplete assignment.
40 billion is not a lot when you consider they cut what 60 billion from USAID alone.
What, 3 months ago? Does anybody write about it? Nobody writes about it.
Nobody
That's
gives a
okay.
shit.
Mr. Secretary, how we doing with transportation?
Well, Mr. President, so just quickly on aviation, many of you have heard that we have an infrastructure made of copper. We have to transition to fiber. The last administration said it was going to take more than 10 years to complete the transition from copper to fiber. They had no plan to actually do it. We have already completed a third.
Hey, remember when the Republicans were like, yo, let's just help Joe Biden get his shit done so we can just like hurry up. Remember Mitch McConnell? Y'all remember Mitch McConnell where he was just like, I'm the Grim Reaper of the Senate.
Billy wants to know who's this guy. He is a former Road Rules contestant, I believe.
From MTV.
Sean Duffy? Yeah. He's a reality TV star. Well, let's put these guys in perspective here from left to right. Reality TV guy, Fox News guy, Epstein's neighbor. Reality TV guy. God, we are in the fucking idiocracy fucking dystopia.
Dude, this is DEI for white people.
Of this transition from copper to fiber. Now it's going to take longer for us to go from analog to digital. By the way, the rest of the world transitioned
It's 2025, bro.
From analog to digital. We are just going to do that at the FAA right now. But we're buying new radios. We're going to buy
Who's going to use the radio?
new radar. By the way, those radar are going to be made in America, Mr. President. This will all be, this phase of the operation will be completed by the time you leave.
Yo, if he sleep, I'm bored too. Fuck this. I'm not finna watch this motherfucker. Can't even keep his, I mean, look, he can't even keep his goddamn eyes open. Yeah.
He's not actively listening to shit. He's just like, yeah.
Well, if he ain't got to pay attention to that, I ain't paying attention either. Fuck him.
Motherfucker. Just
anyway.
Lying. They're all just lying.
Lying tarts.
All right, guys, that shit just pisses me off, man.
No fucking way.
So I got a new one and an old one.
All right. Ow, motherfucker.
Oh, Paul is a shame. He's shameful.
You know what? Let's laugh first.
And this
is not my baby.
And this little baby could very well be part of the next generation of first responder. The little one who can't even walk yet has the CPR technique down pat, pumping.
She's grounded. Why you kissing on that man? Who the hell is that? You don't even know him.
The chest, checking for breathing, and providing care. She is so cute. Oh my God.
Newscaster cracking.
Yep.
That is so cute. All right. Okay, let's see here. All right, moving on. I gotta
She
stop
can't
my
do it.
giggles.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Thank you to our producer, Dale, for providing that. Oh my God.
I'm just letting y'all know right now. My little one just had a medical emergency. She was no fucking help. I'm talking about didn't help at all. Didn't call nobody, didn't report any of her symptoms. I had to figure it all out myself. Totally didn't help. Oh, we got another
goodness me, Haley.
I've been finding some spectacular old news footage. Local news is the best. I don't care what y'all say.
We can see it now. Goodness me, Haley. Oh my.
Tim, you're not paying attention because you did not react at all.
We can see it now. Goodness me, Haley.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That
Haley is
some sort of award.
Haley is a gangster.
That
She
is
gives him a pat and gets
I
the
would've been
saddle
like,
off
"That's it
as
for
well
me."
after he's done an extra.
If that,
I
can
wouldn't
we
be
see that
getting on
again?
that horse, that's for
Because
sure.
that horse is travelling. If that's what at the races presenters have to do when we go live
Tinky
reporting,
Mama.
I tell you, I'm not doing that. That is absolutely unbelievable. I hope that-
Like, the only thing more impressive than her act of bravery here is the reaction from these two teacup doily motherfuckers who are just like, oh my,
Oh dear me.
microphone's all right,
Indubitably.
because you have to pay for that.
That's some stop that, Bob, wasn't it?
That was unbelievable.
That
The
is
horse was
some
going-
stop that. She's taken
Where
the
you at, horse?
the stance.
I'm gonna be free. And she's like, she's like, you know I am. I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
She knows where she is.
That horse is travelling.
Oh wait! I got a thing for this.
Whoa. Gets.
Oh, but how she hangs on, that's a brilliant hold. She might,
She might have broken her earpiece, Bob, so that's going to be incredibly expensive for her.
and the radio might be broken too. The microphone might be damaged. She's in deep trouble, isn't she, for doing that?
Homegirl grabbed a whole ass horse by the reins,
And
said,
this
"No,
little
you're
ba-
good. Actually, you're not actually going that way." Case from Detroit. I might have covered this earlier.
A Dearborn judge ruled today that the criminal case against a controversial Melvindale police lieutenant will go to trial, and the charges carry the possibility of years in prison.
Matthew Furman is accused of misconduct in office, felonious assault, and battery over conduct that spanned years. Now, this was all brought to
Years.
light by reporting from the 7 investigators.
7 investigator Ross Jones was in the courtroom today and has the very latest.
And what was going through your mind when you were initially tased?
I don't want to die.
A controversial
strong first thought.
Melvindale police lieutenant heard testimony today from drivers he's tased and officers he's worked.
And also, I need to sprinkle this in, all of the police corruption, which black people have been dealing with since forever. I just have to keep reminding y'all that this is still a thing. Still a thing. All of this extra Trump bullshit is added on top of, if it doesn't make it worse.
Worked alongside, part of a series of criminal cases brought by Wayne County's prosecutor.
What we see is not a police officer acting under the color of law or acting in accordance with his duties, but acting as someone who willingly thinks that they can do whatever they want on any given traffic stop to whomever they want.
The charges
Isn't that
stem
what
from
police are
3
allowed to do?
separate police stops that the 7 investigators first revealed. The first involved Drakkar Williams, a man Furman stopped for driving around traffic barricades. Williams' license was suspended and his vehicle was not insured.
I said hands on the roof! Stop or you will get taser!
Furman would repeatedly tase him.
Hands behind your back! You do it! He got me!
So this is a common thing. So just to give you guys a little bit of knowledge to arm yourselves with when you watch other videos, I make it a point whenever I have to interact with police that if I do have to take instructions from somebody, that only one person is talking at a time. And then that everyone else in that scene understands that I'm listening to that guy. So you shut the fuck up. Don't tell me anything, because I'm not complying to you. He got to me first. He's talking to me first. I'm talking to him. So everybody else shut the fuck up so I can do what the hell he's trying to get me to do so I can get the fuck out of here.
So this dude got tased for what, suspended license and not having insurance?
Well, he got tased because he didn't put his hands behind his back, Tim. That's resisting arrest.
Well, see, here's the problem is I have been pulled over for
more than me, I think.
I've been pulled over and I did not have license. I had a license, but I didn't have registration or insurance. And I lied to the cop and said that I did. And when he came back, he was very upset. And he did not tase me. I didn't get tased. I didn't get told to put my hands behind my back. I got patted down because he thought I was a car thief.
Well,
but I was a white car thief.
and that's different. You have a redemption arc.
They just towed my car, and he was like, if you have a record, I'm going to arrest you. But if not, you're just going to sit here on the side of the freeway.
You better start showing some leg, Bristol.
But nobody tased me, and nobody arrested me. So I think that might be a problem.
I don't know that tasing him at this moment.
I said hands on the roof.
I said hands on the roof.
You will get taser.
Furman would repeatedly
So look, you told me put my hands on the roof. Put my hands on the roof.
tase him.
Hands behind your back. You do it. He got me.
So I'm talking to the other guy. You give me an extra command. I don't listen to it. You just tase him. And this is and look at his hands. This is a perfect freestyle. He's like, "What are you doing? Your guys got me."
He's like, "What the fuck?
What are you doing? What are you stupid? What's going on?"
He's literally making the gesture like, "What the fuck was that?
What was that for?"
You know how many times he drives on Mr. Williams or the driver?
Several times, but I don't know exactly how many times.
Testifying for the prosecution today was Furman's fellow officer, Lieutenant Humayun Rahman.
Looks like your buddy's treated on you.
Who responded to the scene that day. After Williams was handcuffed, Furman was seen arguing with him again, and when he stood up, Furman did this.
You will not get up without our permission. Man, I got sit the down.
What's the reason that you didn't pull Mr. Williams' hair?
Chef's fucking quit. That is how you ask a question as a prosecutor. You show the video and you say, "Why didn't you pull that man's hair like your friend did?"
It's a good question.
That's how you ask a question.
I didn't find there was any need for it.
Also testifying today.
So another reasonable officer, Your Honor, is of the opinion that that manner of escalation was unnecessary that day.
Alicia Cook, who was sitting in a parked car last year waiting to drop off her 11-year-old at cheerleading practice when Furman noticed her vehicle's insurance had lapsed.
She's dropping the kids off at fucking cheerleading practice, but I ran everybody's plates and I ran it in, I guess, through the Michigan database. They can check your insurance. I don't think they can do that in Illinois.
I don't think they can do that in Connecticut either.
They must have something statewide that lets them check that, but you can't tell by my license plate whether or not I have insurance.
Yeah.
So him running everybody's plates because I guess he can tell is what he does. This is what he does. He just sits around all day fucking following people around trying to scan their license plate with the little reader on his roof. And then he harasses them. And then you need to get out of the car. And by the way, if the cops do pull you over in the States and they say get out of the car, you do have to get out of the car. Pennsylvania v. Mims. It is case precedent. You have to. It's for officer safety. It's already gone to the Supreme Court. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to let them search anything. But if they ask you to step out, you do have to step out. So don't get an extra charge just because they're not telling you why they pulled you over. The more you know.
Said she was frightened by Furman's combative attitude, refusing his commands to get out of the vehicle.
I didn't understand why he pulled the taser. You know, I didn't have any weapons in my hands. There's 2 children in the car.
You're gonna be tasered. Help out.
You understood that he told you to turn your car off, correct?
Right.
And he did it, I believe, 3 times, correct?
Yes.
And all 3 times you refused to comply, correct? Said yes?
Yes.
Also taking a stand today was Furman's former deputy chief, Nick Martinez.
Oh boy.
They all flip on you. That's what I don't get, that they don't understand. They are not your friend.
What happened to the blue wall, Mikey?
He's not part of the blue wall. See how that work? See how that work? They just everybody take a step back and you the only one standing out there. Every time.
He admitted that the department didn't investigate all of the cases Furman is now charged
Check
over,
this out.
but that he looked into at least
what
one.
was that for, huh? All of his previous cases.
Today was Furman's former deputy chief, Nick Martinez. He admitted that the department didn't investigate all of the cases Furman is now charged over, but that he looked into at least one of them, the tasing of Drakkar Williams.
I found there was policy violations in that case.
You don't
and
say.
I turned it over to
really?
the chief.
But Martinez, who has since left the department, said he didn't remember what the violations were.
You know, my memory is just so bad, and I definitely couldn't ask anybody before this because you deposed me before this trial. So I knew this question was coming. You just don't remember, you know?
But Mikey, he's beaten and tased so many colored people that how could he possibly remember them all?
I mean, most of them were like Johnson, Williams, a lot of Williams.
Furman's attorney argued that's because his conduct was justified.
Now, Judge, you may sit there and say, I don't like how Lieutenant Furman talks. Hell, you may say he's a real You may say that, and I understand that, but that doesn't make it criminal. That
He's a real
doesn't
asshole
get
to
us
me,
probable
too.
cause in this case.
Well, ultimately, Judge Sam Salome disagreed, binding over those two cases to circuit court, along with a third case involving a man who led police on a lengthy high-speed chase. Prosecutors say Furman stomped on his leg 15 times while he was being placed in handcuffs. Furman, as we've said, has denied any wrongdoing, calling himself a proactive police officer. He is next due in court on December 15th.
Well, we will see. I will have an update for you guys in 2 weeks because it is currently the 2nd. So he got a little bit of time, and then he's gonna be sitting across, listening to the hoping the jury buys his case.
I got one for you, Mikey. Let's go over to the world of sports.
Sports ball.
Sports ball. Hey,
might get us in trouble.
It might get us in trouble.
Yeah.
It's not like ESPN or anything.
The teams. The league.
The league.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. I turned the sound off too. We'll make
we'll be okay. We'll make it work.
We're only going to show it once.
I'm watching. Oh!
Did you ever see a kicker miss a field goal like that before?
I played soccer. I've turfed it. It happens.
The New York
Giants.
Yeah,
not at that high of a level. I mean, I wasn't getting paid possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars to do one thing.
His one job.
Literally, bro.
To kick the ball.
You don't have to catch. You don't have to throw. Actually, you don't even have to block people for real. We don't really. I mean, if you do, that's cool, but we don't expect it.
I mean, he's only out there for like what, max a couple of plays a game.
I mean, the way these people play now, I don't know, man. The whole game is fucking run by, like, all the scores are in multiples of 3. Like, it'll be like 33 to 27. These motherfucking kickers have been kicking all day.
He doesn't have to worry about tackling people. He doesn't have to worry about blocking people. His only assignment is to kick the ball between the two things. And he just couldn't do it.
The ball. Well, what if, okay, you know how Lucy used to move the football? Well, what if Lucy pushed the earth up? You ever thought about that?
I saw a close-up version of it, and it did look like the placeholder had the ball a little bit askew. So, like, maybe that fucked with his perception or something, and he thought the ball was underground.
Like Naruto. Oh, Trump's envoys made it to Russia.
You mean Trump's envoys, or like?
Yeah, he's in Russia right now.
Oh, that guy. What's his name? I forget what his name is.
I will scroll back up. His name is...
and Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss a peace deal in hopes of ending that war in Ukraine. Ukrainian's President Zelensky said he's committed to the effort, but appeared to question Russia's intentions. ABC's Rena Roy explains.
President Trump's top envoy, Steve Witkoff, in Moscow
Witkoff.
today, meeting with Russian President
He's
Vladimir
one of those dudes. You forget his name as soon as it's
son-in-law
said.
Jared Kushner, also part of the high-stakes talks.
Yo, what Jay Cush been up to? Been awfully quiet over there.
He's not in charge of everything anymore, so he's got time.
I know he's been making moves in Israel and stuff like that with technology companies. Quick little behind the scenes. So me and Tim, I was telling Tim about this idea I had earlier. I'll give a little sneak peek here, but it involves these people. You guys remember these people?
Mostly.
Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit. Make a little bit more bigger.
Oh, Jesus.
You remember these folks? Look at them.
Start from the top and let's see. So Tillerson hated Trump.
Yes.
Mnuchin hated Trump.
Yes.
Mattis hated Trump.
Correct.
Jeff Sessions really hated Trump. I don't remember Ryan Zinke.
I think he's the logging guy.
No, yeah, maybe. And
'Cause
they put him in. They made him
yeah.
Secretary. Yeah, I remember. They would be like, "Oh, he's in charge of preserving our nation's
National parks."
Let's hire the logging guy. That sounds good.
And look who's in charge of agriculture.
Purdue. Yeah, we'll put the chicken guy in charge of agriculture. That sounds like a good idea.
He's definitely not going to fuck up the markets.
Wilbur Ross hated Trump. Alex Acosta is like Trump's best fucking friend.
And Epstein's best friend.
Yeah.
Because that is the guy who got Epstein his sweetheart deal. There he is right there. His soliciting charge.
No one remembers Tom Price because he was not controversial. Ben Carson.
Look at my African American over here.
Ben Carson doesn't remember where he is half the time.
I like how Tom Price is in charge of health when, for all of his foibles, Ben Carson is a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
I have no idea why he hangs out with these fucking morons. He should have like a PBS show talking about the brain, being a science communicator. But instead, he's out here. No, what women really need to do is just be back in the home.
Did Ben Carson run for president? Was he on the?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
He's
this.
part of the 16 or 17 or however many it was.
Boy. And then we had Elaine Chao.
Mm-hmm.
Not very controversial. Rick Perry fucking hated Donald Trump. Betsy DeVos. Man, that brings you back.
What's her fucking name? Cruella the Child Snatcher.
Yeah.
Because, she would just, who knows where all the kids that were part of the DeVos fostering society or whatever the fuck they called their little organization. Who knows where those fucking kids went? And all those kids that were in cages and they got separated from their parents, they all went to the DeVos Foundation. Where are they at now? I ask. David J. Shulkin.
Don't remember.
For Veterans Affairs. Homeland Security was John F. Kelly.
Hated Trump.
Mike Pompeo, head of the CIA.
Bootlicker.
And then everyone's favorite brown girl from down there, girl. Nimrata R. Haley. UN ambassador.
Pretended to love Trump, but actually hates Trump.
Scott Pruitt in charge of the Environmental Protection Agency.
He's a nobody.
And there is Tim's first fucking love. Small Business Administration head Linda McMahon, who's now in charge of the kids. They're all going to get A1 in the schools.
Hey, you know who we should put in charge of a Small Business Administration? One of the owners of World Wrestling Entertainment. One of the biggest companies in the world.
You got a little following.
There's a few people.
Mick Mulvaney for OMB.
I think Mulvaney's in jail.
Dan Coates, who looks like Saruman's illegitimate stepchild.
Never heard of him. Probably hates Trump.
U.S. Trade Rep. Robert Lighthizer.
Never heard of him.
And then you got Kevin Hassett. What's CEA?
I have no idea.
CEA. Oh, I can't highlight it. I will look it up over here. Are you looking it up? Can you look it up?
Look it up.
But that's we're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive. and we're gonna just check in. I got some links compiled already, but I don't have the full complete list yet. We're just gonna.
Yeah, because there's a Council of Economic Advisors.
Oh no, Carson didn't die. That was
the 999 guy.
Oh my God, Herman Cain.
Herman Cain. He died of COVID because
Yes.
he attended Trump's inauguration.
No, a rally.
Oh, rally. That's right. It was a rally.
It wasn't even the inauguration. It was a rally, and he died like 2 weeks after it.
Boy, oh boy. All right, Mikey. It's time for your favorite show.
Oh boy. No.
Paper shuffling.
Not paper shuffling.
With Mika and Joe.
They always
Joining us
shuffle
now,
papers.
Democratic Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona. He, of course, was one of the lawmakers in that video to service members and is now being investigated by the Defense Department. He's also a member of the Armed Services Committee and served as a captain.
That's what the name of that committee is, Mikey. Armed Services.
In the U.S. Navy. Senator, it's
Arm
good to
was
have
in
you
it.
on the show. We'll begin with what we know so far from the Washington Post on the double tap strike. Is this what you were talking about?
Mika, this is the kind of thing we were talking about. We were certainly concerned when you put somebody in charge of the Department of Defense who rises to a level of incompetence that I don't think we have seen in any government department. I mean, set aside the Secretary or the Department of Defense for a second. A guy who should have.
Did you hear a zipper? Are they fucking zipping zippers now?
I'm telling you, dude, there's nothing they won't fucking do. It's like someone gave them a mute button and then it didn't actually mute and they're just like using it. You know what I mean? Like they must think that they are just
Department of Defense
muted
for a second. A guy who should have never been in this job. And you combine that with a president who talks about killing people, shooting protesters.
Back it up. Who's wearing a fucking cardigan? Which one of them is it? I bet it's Mika. Wait. Oh, it is Mika.
Yeah.
That thing must have a zipper. Unless that's Kelly doing it.
I don't think he's unzipping his jacket already looks unzipped.
We're going to solve
Really
this case.
concerned testers in the legs who in 2016 said that the military would not refuse his orders even if they were illegal. So you put these two guys, in charge of
That's a risky proposition.
operations, and we were really, really concerned that something like this could happen. So we put out the video. Donald Trump's response to that was that we should be hanged, executed, for just saying to members of the military that they should follow the law. And now, unfortunately, because of Pete Hegseth, especially because of his incompetence, and members of the military are going to have to deal with this. This
We
is
could
a
see
guy
him.
that talks about hunting and killing the enemy, about lethality, about warrior ethos, not about, well, you said what he said about rules of engagement, stupid rules of engagement. Rules of engagement are what the U.S. military lives by. This stuff is not new. I mean, the Geneva Conventions, specify how we have to treat survivors. So the U.S. Navy got into this situation because of the incompetence of Pete Hegseth.
Senator, good morning. You're a decorated Navy pilot. I know you have reverence for the United
So he's out there violating the Geneva Conventions.
Yep.
Being a war criminal. And he's still and let's not forget about the signal chat.
Oh, Signalgate.
This dude should have been fired like 5 times by now.
Oh, I have to
States
show you
Navy
something.
for
Go ahead.
Navy SEAL teams like the one that operated on September 2nd. I'm curious, with all we know now, what you've heard from the White House, even yesterday, what you've heard from Defense Secretary Hegseth, given your experience, your expert eye, what do you see here in this incident?
Well, I see something that seems very obviously not consistent with the laws of armed conflict, with the manual of war that DOD has published and what we've operated under. So I'm really concerned, and we have to have an investigation. We've got to get all the details. I don't put a tremendous amount of trust in this administration to give us all the information. But we do know from Pete Hegseth's own words, he said he was there, he was watching it live. So that means he is the senior most member of a team who is in the operational chain of command. He's responsible. And I find it really disturbing that a guy who leads the Department of Defense immediately starts to blame others.
Senator,
bad leadership.
Secretary Hegseth, he seems to think his job involves just swaggering around. Basically, he calls himself the Secretary of War. He's not the Secretary of Defense.
I'm Kratos.
He talks this sort of macho lexicon. But we kind of knew this about him, didn't we? Wasn't this known before he was confirmed?
Absolutely.
So what are you hearing from or getting from your Republican colleagues in the Senate who voted to confirm this man, knowing who he was?
Well, generally, people do not like to admit when they're wrong, especially politicians, especially ones that lack a spine to stand up to anybody. But I am hearing a little bit of regret from them. I mean, you hear it.
Yeah.
They know they should have never voted for this guy, that he's incompetent, that he shouldn't have been 1,000 yards from that building.
Not 1,000 yards, but how much damage can he do to
He can
the
do a lot
institution?
well, this is the kind of damage you see.
Yeah.
I mean, he is basically, set the stage and the environment for pretty awful things like this to happen. I mean, there is no reason why you execute survivors in the water. That is against the law. Yeah. They're going to say, well, we were just trying to take out the boat. Well,
no, they weren't going to say that. They were just trying to take out the boat. Pete Hegseth said that he already knew. The boat was already gone. They were getting survivors. He said, kill them all. Greg says, I'm sure Joe is watching you guys every week, so he knows it pisses Mikey off.
Do is you go rescue the two survivors,
right,
and then you sink the boat.
The boat.
It's pretty obvious. The boat's not going anywhere. The boat's going to stay in the water. So they're going to kind of talk themselves in circles. Hegseth is trying to blame other people. He was in the room. I think more is going to come out about what was actually said, in that room. And, the leader of the military, which is Pete Hegseth right now, should bear some of the responsibility here. But as I said in that video, with my 5 colleagues, members of the military have a responsibility to not follow illegal orders. And this is the kind of thing we were talking about, not this specifically. We were just looking forward and saying, hey, we've got this, this environment that has been set up by this president and this Secretary of Defense where something really awful could happen.
So, Senator, you are certainly right that the administration has not done much in the way of internal investigations at this point of this year. But we are hearing from some of your Republican colleagues in the Senate, Senator Wicker, chief among them, say, wait a minute, we need to get to the bottom of what happened here. I assume you're heartened by that. Tell us, please. But also, what are some of the questions they should be asking? What are some of the questions that the Senate needs to get answers for?
Well, the first thing we need to do is interview everybody that was in the room with Secretary Hegseth and Admiral Bradley. We need to get some more information from the General Counsel of the Department of Defense. He came and briefed us, several weeks ago about this specific strike. He didn't share all the information with us. As I recall, he didn't say that there was a, second weapon used. We asked a bunch of questions. They seemed to me to be sort of evasive.
So it says in the little lower third there that Hegseth says he watched the strike live. Mikey, you're muted.
There we go.
It said he watched the strike live, and Senator Kelly here said that makes him the most senior member of leadership in the room. So that makes him responsible.
He should probably not say so many things.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't. If you're like, I was in the room and I saw it live and I was the guy who said, kill them all, perhaps that makes him responsible.
Well, I mean, Trump used to just sit in the room and let Epstein traffic children, but he didn't do it. So you're thinking like he should like have stopped it?
Right. Right.
Interesting thought.
Perhaps Pete Hegseth should be forced to resign and then tried as a war criminal.
I'm with it. Let's do it. Sign me up.
Their legal analysis about this entire operation has a bunch of holes in it. So I want to see the video. I want to see whatever transcript they have about what was said in the room.
That's the problem with them Reapers.
I want to see the written order. We haven't seen that yet.
Oops.
The legal analysis for the overall operation should be made public. There's no reason why the American people shouldn't see that. So there needs to be a transparency. This president has said they were going to be the most transparent.
MSNBC, or whatever you call yourself now, you do not need 6 people to interview one guy.
He's a very important guy.
He's a senator, I get it.
Potential
all these
VP
people-
candidate Mark Kelly. We got to have the whole crew here.
Joe and Mika have too many co-hosts.
They got too many. For them to have that many co-hosts, there shouldn't be no paper on that desk.
Right.
Just pass the ball. Let them have the paper.
They're all sitting at the same desk.
Right,
It's
what
just-
cameras for?
Right.
pointed at- I always thought that was weird. I was like, y'all are sitting next to each other, looking off into the wrong direction.
It looks like they're all in different rooms, but they're all in the same room.
Just one big open studio with the central desk, and then their cameras are faced off in the weird angles. It's weird. It's six times the quality, Tim.
Six times the brain power over here.
Let me share this.
So
I'll share this thing.
Yeah, Hegseth is going. He's got to go down for this. He's got to. He's. Someone send him to The Hague. Try him as a war criminal because he committed war crimes, and he was happy about it.
You know what
He
some
was
people are not
excited.
happy about, Tim?
What?
This. Oh, wait. This. They're not happy about this,
geez.
Tim. This is, I forget who is this. The Stop Anti-Semitism whatever.
Wow.
This is their top 10 finalists for anti-Semites of the year.
Like Unbox, but for anti-Semites.
Yeah. So number 1 is Tucker Carlson.
Shocking.
Number 2 is Miss fucking Rachel.
What did Miss Rachel do?
I'll show you what she did. I'll show you.
Let's go back to sleep, Rahaf. We're so tired.
This is Miss Rachel, hanging out with her new friend Rahaf.
Hop, little bunnies.
Miss
hop,
Rachel is like YouTube's Mr. Rogers, with millions of subscribers and billions of
Can
views.
you nod yes?
And Rahaf is a 3-year-old double amputee from Gaza. She lost her legs when her home was bombed, and months later was medically evacuated to the U.S.
احنا رايحين على أمريكا عشان نكمل العلاج.
Miss Rachel saw a video of the little girl, now living with her mom and a host family in Missouri.
I'm going to just let you know right now, Hop Little Bunny, Hop 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 goes hard in this house. Kira is like fucking hopping, dude. And then they do the skip part. Oh, she's ready. Footwork time. Hello. Skip, little bunny.
Oh.
Skip, skip, skip.
Mikey, you're letting Kira listen to anti-Semitism?
Apparently.
Watching her show.
She's just so precious. Hopping like a bunny, and she was kind of hopping on the couch.
And arranged to have Rahaf come visit her in New York. Rahaf is part of a new group of fans Miss Rachel discovered last year. Refugees of the war in Gaza.
I was tagged in a video of a toddler and a brother and a sister watching in a tent. And I saw the toddler swaying and the little girl smile, and I was just so touched that I...
Uh-huh. That's what it looks like on the surface.
So, correct me if I'm wrong here, Mikey. What I'm gathering is that because Miss Rachel supports children in Gaza,
Correct.
that makes her an anti-Semite.
Correct.
Which we already know the definition of.
Yeah, they're both Semites. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
Factually, they're both Semites. We are not Semites because we do not speak those languages. But those people in that region that speak those three languages, yes, all of them. But let me show you again. Let's take a. I mean, you got a taste. Let's take a look at the list again. Miss Rachel is number 2 for singing "Hop Little Bunny, Hop Hop Hop." You know who's not on there? Candace Owens.
Oh yeah. What about fucking
Nick Fuentes?
Or Yee? Where's Yee?
Where is Con Yizzle West Izzle? Where are the actual anti-Semites? They didn't make the cut. Jank and Anna.
All right. Why? I was about to say Jank and Anna, are they on the list for a reason or are they not on the list for a reason? Like what's going on there?
Anna is where was the
I know Anna went off the deep end, right?
What was the Anna Kasparian is Armenian. And Jank is Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already anti-Semites.
I see. Just by the
yeah.
And them.
And they went on Pierce Morgan and embarrassed some of those Israeli stands. So
yeah,
embarrassing them. Plus, you're kind of brownish, kind of yellow. We don't know. You're Muslims. So
we got 2 British pounds. Tim Ballum. Netanyahu would 100% be the biggest.
Correct. I mean, definitions are definitions. If they don't like it, I mean, they should probably go to school.
I do like how they started the list off with some credible guy and then just
immediately.
Yeah.
And I think this lady's from like Housewives. She's from like one of the Housewives shows.
All right.
And then like
who is Guy Christensen?
I don't know. I didn't look up everybody, but I saw Miss Rachel was on there. I was like, she is the little kids version of Jasmine Crockett. Do not come for her. Y'all gonna leave Miss Rachel alone is what y'all gonna do. I got an article here. Boop. From The Independent, everyone's favorite publication. A pro-Israeli group that names an anti-Semite of the year drew sharp criticism for nominating children's YouTube educator Miss Rachel while omitting more far-right figures. Stop Anti-Semitism, a U.S.-based nonprofit known for sharing pictures of people who have criticized Israel's actions in Gaza on social media, urged followers on Sunday to vote for their top 3 candidates. And then says the group faced criticism on the list, particularly for its inclusion of Miss Rachel, who had become outspoken for advocating for children in Gaza, instead of white supremacist Nick Fuentes, who wrote on social media that he felt snubbed over his exclusion.
Wow. At least
he literally wanted to be on the anti-Semite list. And they said, no, Nick, Miss Rachel, it's her time. It's her time in the light.
You could have included Benny Johnson. You could have included Nick Fuentes. You could have included, you could have given a posthumous rank to Charlie Kirk somewhere. Like, come on.
It says Stu Peters is a right-wing conspiracy theorist and Bryce Mitchell. Okay, let me switch back to this so you can see what I'm talking about. So it says here, Stu Peters, so bottom row, is the conspiracy theorist, and then the UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell in the top right, Holocaust denier. And then Guy Christensen is a pro-Palestinian TikToker.
So that makes him anti-Semitic.
Correct.
Even though we already know the definition.
Correct.
On an unrelated note, Chris C says, note to self, hot chocolate sauce is like napalm. Just managed to get some on my hand.
Yeah, it's like a... What are you doing? This is a chemical burn. No. I wanted that tattoo so bad. You do not understand. Man.
Greg says it's an honor to be nominated, really.
Especially if it's pissing off Nick Fuentes. He's like, but I wanted to be on the list. Well, you don't get it. I'm on there for being nice to kids, apparently.
You can put Trump on there.
What did it? I don't even want to say the slur. Remember the S slur about Jews?
Oh,
he said?
yeah.
I was like,
my God.
I'm like, somebody get drunk grandpa out of here. He needs a nap. He needs a nap.
He said a twofer once too. He was like, I only want Jewish people handling my money. I don't want black people handling my money. And it was like, oh my God, bro.
Little guys with hats or
Yeah.
short guys with tiny hats or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, dude, come on. Slow it down, grandpa.
Get him off the sauce. Get him away. All right,
That was before his brain turned into mush.
I mean, we knew this was going to happen. Oh, right. Wait. We got to talk about my girl. Where's my girl at? In Tennessee? Have you heard about the progressive that might win in Tennessee?
No.
Is this her? Yeah, this is her. Afton something. All right, here we go. Switch to this one. Okay, go.
And voters in Tennessee have an opportunity to send the Trump administration a strong message today. That's because there's a special election to fill a congressional seat in the Nashville area. The president won the district a year ago by a wide margin, but this race is very close after last month's elections. Nicole.
It was a +20 Trump district, and the polling right now is within 2%.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of that in the next year. It's going to be crazy what the swing is going to look like.
Valdez has
we should grab Mr. Holy Toledo.
This is absolutely critical.
In a deep red district of the volunteer state, there's an unlikely battle brewing over a special election in December. Two candidates vying to become the next member of Congress. Democratic State Representative Afton Bain is looking to keep the momentum going and give Democrats another win following the recent blue victories in November in states like New Jersey and Virginia.
We cannot accept more of the same.
While Republicans pull out all the stops to drum up support.
So their opposition research found that she was on like a podcast or something like that when she was kind of complaining about like downtown Nashville. How like the pedal taverns, the pedal pubs where people like sit on the bike and they pedal and they get drunk while they're going down the.
Yeah.
She complained about this. She's like in the loud ass country music. I don't even like country music. No, the touristy shit. That is all they could bring up on her. And I was like, oh, y'all are in trouble. This is your haymaker?
Yeah.
She doesn't like country music as much as the rest of it. Well.
That might be a big thing in Tennessee. You know, if they got Nashville and all that.
Nashville isn't just country music. That's where all the good studio musicians are.
For first-time GOP candidate Matt Van Epps.
It's a critical election. We know that the majority in the House is a narrow.
Oh, he is dripping with charisma, this guy. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Burning down the house.
Over there.
Pour some snow on me. I'm on fire.
Ahead of Election Day, Speaker Mike Johnson flew to Tennessee hoping to.
Oh, don't bring in the
Mike
fucking.
Flew out. No.
No, Mike, actually stay home, please. Mike, please. No. Look at how small he is. Look at him.
Margin.
Ahead of
Keebler Elf.
Look at the Keebler Elf.
He doesn't almost
Mike
come
Johnson.
over the car.
And flew to Tennessee hoping to energize Republican voters to get to the polls.
He goes over to the guy. He goes over to the guy running up.
Give me my booster seat. I can't sit in the regular seats. You know that. I don't weigh enough. I like that Mike Johnson's doing this. I hope he does this for all the Republican candidates.
Oh my God.
Everyone loves Mike Johnson. Maybe we should start calling on some of our Republican neighbors on their behalf. We should start calling Mike Johnson, be like, hey, Mike, we could really use you down here at this rally. You should come out, get some cameras out here, get some publicity. Everyone loves you.
He gave an interview, I think last week over Thanksgiving, where he was like, yeah, nobody listens to me. And I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this is the guy who's Speaker of the House.
Yes. Third in line.
Third in line for the presidency.
3 heartbeats away.
If the plane suddenly goes down, if Air Force One suddenly goes down, this is the guy.
Right.
They think they can flip this seat from red to blue. That is not going to happen.
And President Trump got on the phone, making one final push for Van Epps as the sign.
Yo, he walks like them old footage of them fucking Sasquatch.
I was about to
It's not going
look,
to
look,
like
just
Bigfoot
super
coming out of the woods.
Yeah, coming out the damn over the hill, the grassy knoll.
And President Trump got
Look
on the
at that
phone,
shit.
making one final push for Van Epps as a sign of strength of the Republican Party in a special election.
I have to say the whole world is watching. This is a big deal because right now we're like 3 votes up on the radical left, and this would be a...
No, you mean the law. The law is right behind you.
He says, did Grindr crash in Tennessee when Mike Johnson landed? Just asking questions.
Inquiring minds.
Wonderful victory for us.
Bain leaned on heavy hitters on the left like former Vice President Al Gore and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh, man.
Why do you
AOC
think
showed up?
that you have a shot at winning
Yeah, you pulled your, I'll get the Speaker of the House. I have Her Majesty.
Yeah, right.
in a district where President Trump won by 22 points?
The voters are tired. They're tired. I have routinely said throughout the campaign.
See, you can be left and still have some cornbread in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm Tennessee folk, but we're from Western Tennessee, not this bourgeoisie fucking Nashville crowd.
I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what political party you belong to. If you are upset with the cost of living and the chaos of Washington, then I am your candidate.
And she's approved by the DSP. So, good vibes out to Afton. Kick their ass. Give them hell, girl.
When is election day?
Let's see. Tennessee special. Oh, you already knew what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Wait. It auto-corrected to the election polls. I don't want that.
No.
I don't want that. Day. Not all can vote in Tuesday's special election. So it's today.
Oh, get out there and vote if you're
in Nashville.
Yeah.
If you're in any of these counties. Let's see. Which county is it? Oh, I don't want the live weather report in fucking Nashville. I'm good, brother. Here we go. So if you are in Decatur, Perry, Hickman, Humphreys, Benton, Houston, Dixon, Stewart, Montgomery, Chatham, Robertson, Davidson, Williamson, and another one that I can't read because the Chiron is cutting it off. But yes, the Nashville area. Oh, did you hear about Indiana? They're trying to redistrict.
Oh, yes, I heard about this, and the Republicans didn't align on it, and now Trump is pissed.
Well, I mean, they could go for it. Maybe it'll work just as good as it did in Texas. Now that the Latin vote has promptly turned against you. Do it again. Do it again so you can lose some more seats.
I got one quick one for you, Mikey. I forgot to mention this on election day or around election day, but there was in Connecticut, in Shelton, Connecticut, there was a city alderman seat that tied.
What?
Both candidates got the exact same number of votes after a recount.
So what do? Runoff?
Yeah, they did a runoff, and the Democrat won. And this is like Shelton, Connecticut is a Republican stronghold.
That's where all the money is, Tim. In Shelton.
But I've never seen an election tie before, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that was like literally a tie.
Yeah, it was literally. They both received 1,417 votes after the recount.
Yo,
And then
y'all
they had
got to
a-
show up and vote, man. 400 votes a piece ain't shit. Y'all lazy motherfuckers. God damn. Shit. That's 20 cars worth of people. What y'all doing?
1,400.
Oh, okay. Still,
But
how
still,
much? I bet the
that's not
population is probably like 30, 60,000.
40,000.
Yeah, there could have been at least 10,000 votes, y'all. You
Yeah.
could have made an effort.
But they had a runoff, and I mean, both candidates got fewer votes because it was a special election. But
right,
the Democrat won by about 100 votes.
Crazy.
But that just goes to show you that elections matter, especially local ones. You never know. You never know who's gonna fucking tie.
Right.
I can't imagine being those candidates on election night being like, "What? We tied?" Then they had to do it again for like another 3-4 weeks.
There's breaking news with the Luigi claim. It looks like they might have done some not so great police work. It looks like they might have, when they approached him at the McDonald's, who is snitches, by the way. Burger King would never.
Wendy's would never.
Wendy would keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, she
Wendy
would.
been around too long to just start snitching.
The clown is a fucking snitch.
Snitch ass clown. But it would appear that they approached him at the McDonald's, started asking him questions, and then started rummaging through his backpack. And that would mean that the gun, the journal, and any other evidence that was inside, there may have been inside that backpack, is not admissible. So, jury, forget you ever heard about that. And if the jury can't forget that they ever heard about that, that, my friends, is a mistrial.
What about Waffle House? No one would have said shit in Waffle House.
You got to get out alive to tell the tale in Waffle House. The victors write the history books at Waffle House. It looks like Oklahoma University, a student is filing a lawsuit because they received a 0 on their essay about gender roles, and they're claiming religious persecution. On maybe once a month, I do a call-in show with our good friend of the show, Neil the 604 Atheist, and I was over on the Skeptic Haven Network. If someone could drop the link, that would be awesome.
Ooh.
And I was hanging out with them, and we did the call-in show, and another atheist called in. We didn't get any Christian crazy callers this time. Sometimes they're fun. And he was mostly trying to we got to find better ways of convincing Christians that these belief systems that they have are being hijacked and they're bad and charged. I'm like, right. So what are you trying to say? He's like, well, we just got to be like nice. And I was like, nice. Yo, they got Nazis marching down the street. They're white supremacists. Like, they're trying to get a Christo-fascist state. And you want to be nice? So if you're out there and you are a religious person, or you're an atheist or whatever, I don't even care. You need to put your holy book down and pick up a fucking civics book, right?
Yes.
Because you're going to lose your protections of whatever your religion is. It doesn't matter what it is, or if you don't have one at all. All of those freedoms are in the balance right now. And if you think your particular religion is safe, well, what are you going to do when it's the Mormons that hijack the White House and they say that all of your Christian faiths are fake?
Yeah.
They'll look like you and they'll talk like you, but it'll be the United States of Latter-day Saints up in this bitch.
Oh,
and then what are you going to do? Just because the theocracy seems to be trending towards your direction doesn't mean you should support it. And they can keep trying these little ticky-tack lawsuits and all this stuff. I just hope these people understand what you gonna get if you win. You got a 0 on your paper because the teacher gave you a 0 because you didn't follow her fucking instructions.
Mikey, before we go, I have a puzzle for you. Can you tell me what's wrong with this picture?
Too many fingers, AI.
Nope.
What?
I'll let the chat see if they can guess too. There is this is a real life picture taken today, but there's something very wrong with it.
I can't really see it all that well. Let me. Oh, I see it now. It's very small.
It is very small. It's hard to miss, which is probably why it happened.
Easy to miss.
Easy to miss, which is probably why it happened.
I think it's intentional. I think it's intentional.
I think that Pete Hegseth was so drunk that it translated over.
Oh, the double S? You think it's an accident? Oh, I think it's on purpose.
You think it's on purpose?
They're Nazis, Tim. Tim, they're fucking Nazis, brother. Like, everyone has to wake up to the very obvious facts right in front of you.
So here, I'll point it out for anyone who doesn't see it. Secretary of War is misspelled. There's 2 S's right there.
He's the SS secretary.
SS secretary. The caption is Pete Hegseth was so drunk that even his name tag was slurred.
That's funny. I forget what her name. Thirsty Gnome just got done doing an interview with Kristen Welker. Boy, that went terrible. She is not good at this. Not good at this.
Nope. She's good at pretending. She's good at playing characters.
You know what? We're going to run a little bit long because I've been meaning to show this and I keep forgetting. I don't want to forget about my farmers.
The farmers.
Those are my favorite people.
Like soybean farmer Scott Besant.
I'm glad you said his real job first.
No, he's definitely like a soybean farmer first and Secretary of the Treasury second.
It's an afterthought. Really?
I mean, what kind of job is that anyway? Secretary of the Treasury? We don't make pennies anymore. I don't know what we're doing over there.
We ain't got no treasure. Would you gonna walk around with maps with X's all over them? We ain't got no. All right, here we go. I mean, I'm willing to let this rock for as long as you guys can stomach it because I've probably watched this 3 times now.
Shout out at all soybeans.
Shout out to More Perfect Union for actually doing some fucking reporting. CNN, MSNBC, whatever the fuck you're called now. Bunch of fucking lazy losers that never fucking leave New York, that never leave DC.
And $150 an acre loss. You're looking at $450,000 a loss for just doing my job. I'm paying an additional $450,000 instead of making anything. I've never seen a crisis like this. Without intervention, we're talking about generational loss of farmers.
In the last year, farm bankruptcies here in Arkansas have nearly doubled. The story in the media is that's because of Trump's trade war with China. And now that China has agreed to a deal, the crisis will pass. But that story is wrong.
The tariffs are a problem, but think of it as being in a coffin, and we're going to nail the lid shut. The tariffs are the final nail.
This crisis was here before he did the tariff thing. This is a crisis that's been building for decades.
Farmers here told us a bigger story. A handful of companies have built a global system in which they always win, and American farmers are lucky to break even. All supported by our tax dollars.
They're just laundering tax money. None of it stays in the local community.
Yo, what are these fucking fantastical events?
They're just laundering.
Like, look at it. Look at it. This is what they're doing at these conferences.
Tax money. None of.
Like, what is this? At Cargill, you're supposed to be selling seeds. What is all this?
Yeah, that's fucking corporate bullshit.
Corporate space seeds?
It stays in the local community.
And while our farmers are dependent on growing crops for countries like China, we import more of our food than ever.
The bigger story is we're very vulnerable to the whims of other countries.
With thousands of farmers on the brink.
That's that meeting that we covered I don't know, a couple months ago. They were in the thing.
Diz has in the chat, JD Vance has a big investment in a company that buys bankrupt farmland. Just saying.
That's where the Afrikaners are going to go, from South Africa. They already figured this shit out.
We wanted to know, how did this happen? And if a deal with China won't save American farmers, what will?
I just want to hear the town hall part. I'm glad they called that place Biggers, because, I mean, holy shit, that was close.
Wow, yeah.
Holy smokes, Arkansas.
We watch the markets every morning at 5:45. I get up and listen to Standard Grain. And Joe says it's 5:45 in the morning and the markets are.
Scott Brown is a row crop farmer who grows corn, rice, and soybeans.
I want to know what the price of soybeans is, how much we've exported this week.
The price of soybeans hit a high of $17 a bushel 3 years ago, but this year it's down to $10. That means many farmers will operate at a loss, but not just for soybeans.
No, it's fine. We're going to bring in $40 billion to Argentina to float their soybeans. So it's fine. It's fine. Farmers face $44 billion in losses, and we gave $40 billion to Argentina. Make it make sense, y'all.
For cotton, soy, corn, and rice, the average loss per acre is $150 to $350 per acre.
Adam Chappell farms 2,400 acres about 2 hours from Scott. In September, Adam and Scott attended a meeting called for farmers to speak to their federal representatives.
Hundreds of farmers.
You don't see no MAGA hats in there today, huh? Yeah.
From across the state came to voice their concerns about the current state of farming.
It was a three-day notice on this meeting. We went from having 15 to 20 people to over 500.
We were in the start of harvest. For 500 farmers to get off of combines and go stand in a meeting is a big deal.
It was like a funeral in there. This is generations of farms teetering on the brink.
I'm in the worst shape right now that I've ever been in.
5 of my customers have committed suicide.
What?
There you go. Everything's fine. Clap. Clap, serfs. Clap. That's where we're at right now.
That's how serious that is.
Without immediate government intervention,
nice tons.
We're going to lose 30 to 40% of our farmers again this year. We lost 25 to 30% last year.
Say it again, Chris. Didn't the farmers vote for Trump, though?
They sure did.
This racism is expensive, y'all, and y'all can't afford it.
Debt is expected to reach $560 billion this year, a new record high. Facing pressure from farm states, President Trump has promised a federal aid package for farmers.
And we're going to take some of that tariff money that we made, we're going to give it to our farmers.
Over the last 8 years, the federal government has sent farmers over $130 billion in emergency aid.
I wonder
But
why.
when you follow where that money actually goes, it reveals who's really profiting from this system and why more
Oh, y'all thought the farmers was getting the money.
bailouts won't fix it.
So when I get an aid package, okay, that money will never come to me. It comes straight through my hand.
And first of all, this motherfucker is clearly woke. He's just pretending to be a Republican. He's Antifa.
Into whoever I owe the money to.
When federal money is sent to farmers who have debts, like Adam, Scott, and most small farmers, they quickly pass it on to the companies they borrowed from to buy the products they need to farm, like seed, fertilizer, and machinery. And the combined costs of those inputs have risen far faster than what farmers can sell their crops for on the market. Farmers pay 3 times higher on inputs than they did in the 1990s.
What has gotten us to this point is the mergers and consolidations of ag input suppliers.
Man,
Capitalism.
If only we still had that government entity that was supposed to make sure there was no monopolies. But it's like FEC or like Rocano was there, and I think
Mikey, perhaps a bureau, right? To protect consumers.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't
from people trying to screw them over.
No, it wasn't. It was something woke.
In 2015, Monsanto and Bayer merged. They were competing against each other. And that was during Obama's administration. They didn't do a thing about that. They
Good
let
job,
it happen.
dumbass.
They let it happen. When I started farming, we had
Late stage
5
capitalism.
or 6 Arkansas-based seed companies. Monsanto. There's none. There's none. They're all owned by Bayer or Pioneer.
In the last 40 years, thousands of seed companies have merged into 3. 46 fertilizer firms have merged into 4. And just 2.
And also, we needed our potash from Canada, along with that steel.
Mm-hmm.
Farm machinery companies dominate the markets for tractors and combines.
Just for easy numbers, say I'm going to make $500 an acre gross on an acre of whatever. Well, those companies know that, and they will price their stuff up to like $490. The lack of competition is the reason they can keep those prices inflated, and there's nothing we can do about it.
That ability to raise prices is a big part of why, while farmers are just breaking even, major input companies.
So when Democrats and people on the left try to restore this system, this is why people are telling you to go fuck yourself. Not because, well, some of them are dumb, stupid monsters, but a lot of them don't understand that they're getting fucked from every goddamn direction. And the way to strike back is not by attacking your fellow poors. Okay? Like, we need to get rid of all the regulations. Like, yeah, and then they're really going to be sticking it to you. Like, whatever residual regulations that we have left is the only thing preserving us at this current point. Because there's nothing stopping them from just jacking up the price of everything to $1,000 a day.
Yeah, these companies either need to be broken up or we need price fixes.
Yeah. Caps, market caps.
Yeah.
Maintain steadily high profit margins.
I'm calling whatever the heck is happening in.
Wait. It's him?
Bill Poole is a shame! He's shameful! The world of agriculture, a bull market of insane proportions.
They're going to push us up to the brink, and then when they tip us over the edge, they're going to go to the taxpayer for the balance.
Yep.
Instead of lowering their prices and taking a cut in their margin, they're just laundering tax money.
My brain immediately went to the cameraman was always just sitting in the car
I
by
know,
himself,
right?
being quiet. Somebody farted in here.
This is my quiet time.
Again with
This
these
is
names.
Arkansas.
That's the old elementary school. All the schools are closed now, but that's what's left of the elementary school. High school's completely gone. They demolished it.
Does only this guy and Tons live in Arkansas? Is that what's going on here?
Had parts stores, restaurants. You know, even just in my lifetime, we've lost a lot. This was a furniture store, bank.
But is
When I was a kid, cotton plant probably had 1,500 or 1,600 people in it. The difference is when
this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Oh, okay.
I think one of the solutions could be farmers creating co-ops.
No, just do it right now.
Oh,
that'll save your farm this year.
No, it is. This dude is facing like Armageddon. That's what's going on over there.
It literally and they're making their land useless.
I was a kid, there was probably 40 or 50 farmers around here. Well, now there's just like 4 or 5 of us left. And every time one of them goes out of business, that's less business for the parts store, that's less business for the restaurants. So
Tons, you need to go help this guy.
Consolidation happens, rural America dies a little bit more.
Since 1997, the U.S. has lost over 300,000 farms and now has fewer farms than ever in its history. In a functioning market,
they actually knew how
farmers
to
with high
keep the
input
land.
costs could just raise their selling prices. But on the selling side, they're getting squeezed just as hard by their buyers, the companies that control the global grain trade.
There's really about 4 big grain companies.
Ben Lilliston is a farm and trade policy analyst who's looked at the influence of big grain companies like Cargill, Bunge, and Archer Daniels Midland.
These 4 big grain companies control almost 80% of the market in the U.S., and in many regions of the country, there's only 1 or 2 of them. Farmers are relatively weak players in the system. Price.
Oh yeah, and I didn't hear Buddy Boy saying this. what are you going to do when John Deere turns off your tractor?
Yeah.
How's your local market going to work then when they just turn the software off?
Well, farmers are already suing John Deere over their right to fix their tractors themselves because John Deere says you can't fix your tractor yourself.
Yep.
And I don't remember if they won that or not, but that's a big deal because like they keep having to buy equipment from, once again, only like 2 or 3 companies, let's say. And if they say you can't fix it yourself, you have to come to us and pay an exorbitant amount for us to fix it, then yeah, they're fucked. Our farmers are fucked.
We're fucked because we need that.
Takers in economic terms, meaning they have to take the price that the grain company offers.
We cannot negotiate with a buyer like ADM or Cargill and say, no, $10 isn't good enough. I'll give you my soybeans for 12. They'll just go, well, okay, get out, go on then. We have leverage against nobody. We are
Well, they say go out,
monopoly rule
get
on the
out,
input
get out of
and
here,
output
go on
side.
then.
Yep. Get. Not get.
The global grain companies buy crops from farmers often below cost and turn them into processed food, animal feed, and biofuels.
They want as much
Mountain
product
Dew.
on the
That's
market as
clearly
they
Mountain
possibly
Dew.
can get. They don't want any limitations, and they want to pay prices as cheap as they possibly can.
And your tax dollars are going to subsidize those cheap prices. And that's the beauty of it.
When they're buying.
And I forget who I was listening to, but it might have been Jenksgiving, where Hassan Piker and Cenk Uygur argue because they're family members, and they argue every Thanksgiving on his stream. We are not in a capitalist state anymore. This is corporatism.
Oh yeah.
We're past. We're in the late stages of capitalism. This is just the corporate state.
Yeah, this is a kleptocracy. Taking whatever they can.
And corn or soy or whatever.
For decades, they've lobbied for free trade deals that allow them to move crops across borders without cost, claiming this will benefit American farmers.
We think trade, whether it be NAFTA or elsewhere, is a good thing, and the American agricultural economy has benefited significantly since
Scott Bessent, soybean farmer.
NAFTA was put in place.
It's been sold to farmers that we're going to control global markets and this is going to lift prices for you and make it very profitable for you. Unfortunately, that hasn't actually worked. It's actually been a race to the bottom.
No.
American farmers now find themselves in competition
Nobody would do
with farmers
that.
in Argentina
It's doing the
and
opposite.
Brazil to sell their soybeans. For many years, China was their biggest buyer, but since Trump's trade wars began,
All that soy
China
sauce.
has pivoted to South America. That's been bad for U.S. farmers, but not
It's okay. We're backing them with funds, so we'll get money too.
for the global grain companies like Cargill, which is among the biggest agricultural exporters in Argentina and Brazil.
Their interest is very different.
That's just a coincidence.
Than a national interest like the United States, our interest, or even a community level interest.
So far, the Trump administration has not followed through this year with an aid package for farmers. But in October, Trump's Treasury Secretary Scott
And soybean farmer.
Bessent announced that the U.S. would extend a $40 billion financial lifeline to prop up Argentina and its government led by Javier Milei.
I mean, we bailed out my competition. I mean, they're my competition. And we sent taxpayer dollars to them like it was no big deal and hurt my market. Milei is big buddies with our current administration. The biggest investors in Argentina are big buddies with Bessent. I mean, they worked together for years.
Bessent.
He didn't say the soybeans was in America.
Yeah, he just wanted soybeans. He didn't care.
He has a farm in Argentina. Y'all mistook what he said.
A former hedge fund manager, owns thousands of acres of U.S. farmland, from which he has earned around $1 million a year.
China has been boycotting American soybeans. Do you see a real light at the end of the tunnel there?
Well, Martha, in case you don't know it, I'm actually a soybean farmer, so I have felt this pain too.
When Trump and Scott Bessent say, we're for the farmers, we love the farmers, I'd say same thing that my papa and everybody's always told me. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. It's that simple. What have they done to help us at all?
Trump's Justice and Agriculture departments recently announced a joint investigation into high input costs and the relationship to corporate consolidation of the farm economy. But it's just the latest in over a decade of similar federal investigations that have failed to stop mergers or break up existing monopolies.
The first thing we need to address is no competition. Because when there's no competition, I have no option, and I have to take whatever these people are willing to give me.
If the Trump administration responds to this crisis with another toothless antitrust investigation, another farm bailout, and another Band-Aid deal with China, nothing will fundamentally change for American farmers.
We're probably going to have to break up those companies. And I think that's the larger story.
Yeah.
Is this
a little bit
really a resilient
break them up
farm
or say
system?
you can only charge
Or should we
this
be
much
thinking
for seeds?
differently about maybe not overproducing so much for export and start to think about producing more food that Americans actually eat and diversifying what people produce? We used to have more of a supply management system, but we've gotten rid of that.
No onions.
Supply management is the name
All
for
the
policies
onions.
that establish price floors.
Oh
for
my God, the onion
important
mandate.
crops so that
That's what we
farmers
need,
don't have to
Mikey.
fear operating at a loss
The
year
onion
after
mandate.
year.
It
Give us a
stinks
price
bad.
floor, which makes us performance-based. So if you guarantee me $12.50 a bushel for my beans, it costs $11.50 to raise them. You've guaranteed me $1 a profit on the bushels, right? Then it's on me to go do the work. I go make the bushels so that I increase my profit. Would that not make more sense? Would that not kind of end the bailout program if you had a floor?
But the big ag companies hate this.
No, because they want us beholden to them.
Cargill and ADM is forced to pay farmers fairly in the market versus taxpayers having to subsidize.
One study found that a supply management system could have saved taxpayers nearly $100 billion in farm aid payments over 2 decades. Instead, that money largely flowed through farmers to some of the world's largest corporations.
And where have we seen that before? The exact fucking same thing happens in healthcare.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. Why is Ozempic so much money? Because they know that insurance will cover most of it. So if I jack up the price, the insurance will pay me $900 additional dollars.
And that is, I mean, that is the push and pull of like policy when it comes to like bailout packages and subsidizing things is like, well, the market's going to get wise to it at some point. So you got to put controls in place so that the government's not just being taken advantage of. And the people aren't being taken advantage of. Like, it's taxpayer money that's going to fund these companies, essentially.
It's subsidy.
Yeah.
Just like Walmart. Like, if you have more than 3% of your workers on government assistance, then you need to do a mandatory $30 an hour for everybody until this person gets out. Like, it's not our job to feed everybody. It's your job to pay your employees an adequate wage so that we don't have to step in every single day, every single time.
Here's the thought, Mikey. If you want to reduce government waste, you need regulations on these companies.
Or I could Doge it.
Or you could Doge it. But Doge doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter. Big Balls, he's out there free. He's free balling.
Look out. He better look out. It might be a high school soccer team nearby. Girls might whoop his ass again. Yo, I couldn't get my ass whooped and then be all bloodied on the sidewalk. And then they was like, yeah, 15-year-old girl beat up Mikey. I'd be like, nah, I can't go. I had to beat that little girl ass. Like, I ain't finna lose the fight.
One last super chat. Tim Ballin, 5 British pounds. If U.S. farmers use EU food regulations, they could export to the EU. That is true. If we didn't put so much shit in our food, we could give it to European Union.
But that's the only way they can get seed. They have to take certain seeds. They have to get certain farm equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, to get that Monsanto seed.
They don't have a choice. They want to, but they can't.
Well, Mikey, it's nice to know that our food system is going to fall apart. That's good for future knowledge, I suppose. Start your garden now.
If it makes you feel any better, I called it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be buying a greenhouse and setting up a little vegetable garden.
buy some soil, buy some seeds, and just wait, because we might have to grow our own lettuce here for a little while. Might have to. Twin Cities leaders respond to reports that ICE will target undocumented Somalis. Oh, that's always great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Somalia. Somalis now.
Yeah, the Somalians caught a stray because he's mad at Afghanistan because his child soldier that his CIA trained flamed out in the way that all military people seem to flame out when they are in that level of trauma and crisis. But hey, let's just blow up a whole bunch of shit. No need to solve our problems.
Yeah.
What white kids are overdosing on drugs? Blow up another country. That'll stop the white kids from doing drugs.
Stopped me. Mikey, we got another show this evening.
Nope, not tonight.
Nope, not tonight.
Nope. We're taking this one off. I got to get all your assets together. But I needed to know your characters and stuff. I got to make your IDs. I got to make all of the visual assets.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, we could still hang out if you guys want to hang out.
I mean, yeah.
But I will be largely ignoring you guys because I got to get that stuff together. I actually had a relaxing weekend. I didn't listen to the news. I got some sleep. I got 2 nights of sleep in a row.
Wow. I told Mikey this before the show, but my weekend was literally shitty. One of the toilets in my house exploded, and it was we had to call ServPro, and they had to come in hazmat suits and clean it up. And there's currently fans going on the first floor of my house, which has been annoying for the last 3 days. You can't hear yourself think down there. And I just got a message saying that they're gonna have to tear up my bathroom floor. So
Yay.
Not a great time. Luckily, homeowners insurance is gonna cover most of it. But yeah.
Pretty shitty.
Pretty literally, like it was a clog in my main line that just backed up. It was terrible. It was so bad. It was like a war zone.
All right, we're getting out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow for food.
For food.
Tomorrow we feast.
Tomorrow.
But until then, pass and drink your meat.